Hello.
Hola. How
Hello,
are
my dear
you?
long lost friend.
I miss you. It's been a minute.
I know, girl, you out here traveling the world, going left and right. We got ourselves like a real life tangible Jo, and then we have a J Rose, and then a virtual J Rose. And
Yeah,
now
that's
that's a
correct.
lot. That's a lot happening for you there.
Yeah, it has been a lot. I'm grateful for it though, excited.
Yeah, it's lots of projects going on.
Hey
Some
James, I DM'd you the link if you didn't get it in your email. Check your DM. Come on in.
come join the party.
But yeah, like it's been dope. So shout out to like all those poets that I got to connect with in Tampa. 2 weeks ago, it was one of the most like amazing experiences I've had filming the J Rose experience, because the previous cities that we've gone to, we couldn't like mingle, we couldn't go out, we couldn't like
Yeah, because you did it during the pandemic, yeah.
yeah, so we were like, when we were in Atlanta, it was like the height of the pandemic. So like we
Mhm.
literally like got there, we drove there, we filmed, and we drove back home. You know what I mean? And same thing with Philly. We drove out there, we filmed, and we drove back home. And then this time, we're like flying to at Tampa, so we're like, listen, we got to make this like worth it. Um,
Yeah, and now's the right time to go too. Now's the right
yeah,
time
so
to
like
go.
things are opening up, people are vaccinated, so it was
Mhm.
like, it was like way more comfortable. So we flew, which was cool because it's our first time flying somewhere.
Mhm.
Um,
And I saw
and
you had the whole team. I saw
no, it was
Treasure.
so
Shout
cool.
out
Like
to Treasure out here making moves with the
I know, and
entourage. The J Rose entourage. J Roper and her J entourage. That
J
is a
Entourage. Nah, it was real dope, just with the squad, traveling with the squad like that.
yeah.
Yeah, so we went out there and I got to like hit up a few open mics. I
Mm.
got to like really connect with the poets out there in a
Mm.
way that I wasn't able to do in the other seasons, right? So like going to open mic, they got to like see me like
Yeah.
in that space, like
How
on
did it feel to
stage.
perform like in a
Ah,
regular environment?
it was
First,
so
I mean, not
good.
just it's not a regular environment, but first of all, this is like the first time like you're out here performing, but also you're in a whole nother state. So that adds like a whole nother layer of it being surreal.
Oh, it was so cool. It felt great, and just the love and the energy. Like Tampa was mad love. Even like from the beginning, like as soon as I landed and they knew that I was there, a lot of the guests were like reaching out to me and they were like, "Hey, if you need anything, let me know."
Oh, that's
Like
amazing.
welcome. They were like, yeah, the love was like real and intense. It was dope. I fell in love with the city, to be honest. It was really nice.
Really. I've
Yeah.
heard good things about Tampa. I
Yeah.
have heard good things about
It's
Tampa.
a must go, and you'll see why when the season drops. You guys
So
will.
when can we expect it? That was my next question.
Um,
Do you
aiming
guys
for,
know yet?
yeah, like we're aiming for like the end of July or like mid August to launch it.
Oh,
Um,
that's sooner than I realized.
yeah, yeah. So we gotta do the editing and all that stuff, but lock in some sponsors. If anybody out there wants to advertise on the show, hit me up.
Oh, that's so exciting. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
I can't wait. You should have like a premiere event. We can
Yeah, we actually were talking about doing something like
you
that.
should. It's like now's the season, you know?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would I would love to do like a J bro. Like we've never done that. I mean, not we, but like I feel like in the community that's not something we do.
Yeah, I did it for the first season. I did
Oh,
like
you
a premiere
did.
night where like the night before it premiered, I showed the first episode
Ooh.
at like a hotel in Long Island City, and that was dope because I had like some of the guests that were on the season. I had them like
Mhm.
come out and they performed for the
Oh, fun.
yeah. So, but I never got to do it again because the shit was still closed for the
Yeah.
other two seasons. So, but now.
Yeah. You just look like Phoenix right there. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
my gosh, my baby.
Where is Phoenix?
He's by his dad's today. He got
Got
picked
you,
today.
got
Well, wait, let me shout out. Let me shout out to Phoenix though, because now
you.
now him and AC got something else in common, right? not only do they both love music and know how to like go with a beat, but now they are both graduates because Nick
Oh.
graduated kindergarten today. So
Oh, how does that make you feel, Jay?
I like cry. I did cry a little bit, and
Did
I was like,
you?
yeah. And his dad's like, "Are you crying?" And I'm like, "No, the sun is in my eyes."
That's adorable.
AC says, "Congrats, Phoenix." In the private chat, we see you.
Oh.
We see you backstage, AC. Oh my gosh!
Mhm.
All right, so we got a good night. They feel like I needed to like let that out. Thank you.
Yeah, no, and honestly, we haven't, you and I haven't had a chance to,
Catch
debrief.
up. I know.
So I feel like a lot has the world has changed the last few weeks, as have like our worlds, so it's nice to hear about it. I was genuinely curious. I'm so excited to see this season. And I really do think you should do some type of like event.
Don't worry. It's in
And
the.
if you need like an extra performer.
You already know. You said performer. You already know. Yeah, definitely. But like, let's get this night started.
Yeah.
Those of you watching, share the stream. Let people know that we in here. I'm gonna share it right now so we can get some more people in the building.
Yeah.
I see y'all coming in. Peace. What's up, Dean of Poetry? We see you backstage, honey.
Coming through.
Facts.
Yeah, make sure you guys share the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't know what's good with that backstage. I'm not concerned though. I'm not concerned. But you put a little weather out here in these NYC streets and people don't know how to act.
Okay. All right. But yeah, let's go through the rules and regulations.
All right, that sounds good to me. I know that we have a fire feature this evening. I'm very, very excited. I'm just excited to be back here with you guys. I have something, and hopefully we can hear some of Jay's majestic poetessness. It looks like it's about to thunderstorm, so hopefully we get all those little scurrying poets who melt under the rain to get back in the building. But anyway, furthermore, let's get into the rules and regulations. So, for starters, this is a safe space. All right, this is a safe space, and I know we hear that all the time in movies and TV shows and things of that nature. Or maybe not TV shows, but therapy groups in TV shows, things of that nature. But this is an actual safe space, which means that we've curated a space, Jay and I, that allows everybody to be their most vulnerable self. We've had people of all shapes, colors, sizes, from all different walks of life, all different parts of the world, from all different beliefs, religions, come here and feel safe enough to share their truth. So that means that we do not tolerate the hate speech. So keep your hate speech out of our StreamYard.
Adios.
Just get out of here, because if you bring any of that noise into Virtual Voices, Jay will take her Apollo cane, gonna tug you right on off stage. And then you're just gonna look stupid. So let's save us all the trouble. Just, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then say nothing. Moving on. We have 5 minutes per performer. So 5 minutes per performer does not mean you can only do one piece or one song or one poem or one session of juggles. It just means that you only have 5 minutes. So if you're not sure if you have time for another piece or another song, or you want to know if you're unsure of your remaining time in general, just let us know. Check with Jay and I, we're your hostesses with the mostesses, and we're gonna let you know if you have the time to do another one or not. The reason we try to keep it at 5 minutes per performer is that we like to have a second round so that everybody can stay and hear some more from one another in a different capacity than you would at a show where you get X amount of minutes and that's it, right? So anyway, but tonight, as of right now, it's looking like we have some time to spare. So we're not gonna rush anybody. You guys go ahead and take your time. But you know, if you're not sure, then check. Okay, so moving on. Make sure that you follow one another. Jay puts a whole lot of work into these banners across the virtual stage here that has the performers' names, has their social media handles on the bottom, and we want to make sure to expand our network so that we can expand our communal net worth. Okay, so we have to keep supporting one another. Something I say all the time is we all we got, and the reason that I say that is because if the last 15 months has taught us anything, it's that, you know, we have to support one another. And just because we're back outside doesn't mean that the virtual love is going to stop. And I don't think it ever will at this point. I think it's become a part of all of our lives. So you make sure you follow one another. We had that poet, I'm forgetting her name, but she's the one that said, you know, it doesn't cost anything to follow somebody or like something, right?
Right.
So you just go ahead and do it to it. Make sure you follow one another. Keeping it moving and grooving on our rules and regulations. Those who registered on Eventbrite will get first dibs, but you can drop a mic in the comments to perform. So go ahead, share this video, tell your people to drop a mic in the comments, and we'll get them up in here. Got plenty of time. We got plenty of space at the moment. So make sure you get in here. But in the future,
tell a friend.
Yes, tell a friend to tell a friend. But in the future, you know, maybe try to get on Eventbrite beforehand. But if you can't, it's all good because you can drop a mic in the comments. All right. And for all those watching on Facebook and YouTube, as I said previously, make sure you share this video. Press that little share button and go ahead, put it on all the social media, text it, email it, whatever's clever. The greatest part about Virtual Voices is the interactive audience, the way that we're able to have a conversation with one another, as well as everybody watching across all different platforms from all different nations and spaces and places and so on and so forth. All right. So make sure that you stay close to the microphone. If you're not sure of how you sound, then just check with us. Just ask. I used to be terrible at this. I think I'm better now, but I used to just go ahead and start without checking. And then I was like, damn, Leah, I guess you don't always sound good. Technology won't let you be great sometimes. So, you know.
Right? Like, damn.
Sometimes. So make sure you stay close to the microphone. And what else? Oh. You know, make sure that you got a little coin in your purse that you throw it to the performers, throw it to the best open mic in the game, aka our open mic. Donate to us so that we can pay our features, and donate to the performers, the average performer Joes that we have here all the time. It's your way of, you know, showing your appreciation, and it's an old school common practice that we should all still practice. So go ahead and donate it. You know, Jay gets all the Cash Apps and Venmos and such for all the performers, and she listed up there. So if you got it, then go ahead and send it our way. What I already said, share the Facebook video, so yada yada yada. And, you know, just be nice to each other. Keep growing. We got. Oh, wait, no. There's always that one last rule that I do not do. So, Jay, I'll hand it over to you, and you can explain what on earth diggity deck means.
So when you hear us call you up, you know, we'll call you up to the stage, and then we'll say who is on deck, which means that you are coming up after the next person. So get yourself ready, get your shit together, your poem, cue your music, whatever it is, just kind of get it all ready. So you'll usually hear Leah V start off with saying on deck, and then like by like the middle of the night, she'll be like on diggity deck, It still means the same.
Just like different variations of the same term.
For sure, for sure. So that's all it means. It's your cue to kind of get ready. And I believe that's it. That's the rule, right?
Yeah, that about sums it up.
All right, so let's get this party started. I know you said you have some new work.
Yeah, I mean, I figure while I have the time, I can work on a little something.
Yes. All right. So let's warm up the stage before we get this get into our amazing open mic performers that are backstage. Let's welcome them in real quick.
Oh yes, let's say hello.
Say on, put that cereal away.
Hello.
What's up, fellas? Yo, the fellas are in the building tonight.
The fellas came through tonight.
Yes. What's up? Where the ladies at?
I don't know.
All right. All right. All good. I know people, they'll start trickling in throughout the night.
For sure.
But welcome, guys. Welcome. Leah V is gonna bless the mic right now. And on deck, starting off this amazing open mic, we got AC Lightning.
I'm excited. AC, you can do. I hope you do something new, something old, something blue, something gold.
All right, but what you gonna share with us?
Yes. How could I forget? I'm up first. Okay, so I have a piece. I have a new piece. It's unfinished. I was telling Jay before, I feel some type of way about spitting something unfinished, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. You know what? I'm gonna record myself, which is something I'm terrible at on my teléfono, so that I can get this in the future. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to, This is fine. Okay, so this piece is called Hair. Actually, it's not called Hair. It's just about hair. The title hasn't come to me yet, but it's a little love poem. You guys can all guess who it's for, but the crib smells of sage-scented candles and coconut oil. Our uncalculated corners are splattered with thick liquid. My hands work through the same triangle tangles I once despised my own. I caress from roots, then round downward, pressure applied as you watch me peripherally through that intoxicating eye, half grin pointing toward your growing mini fro. A new age crown, decorated with products we've placed in conjoined rotation. I can't contain my marveling at our length. The manner in which your 4C finds itself clasped between my tips, clutched loose like raw papers, smooth like something foreign, forming familiarity, few things as satisfying as my stressful replacement, your hair, my hands, a new lock and key. You prefer me in my most natural, unformed fate state, somewhere west of waves on the corner of curl. The thickness along your wrists as your fistfuls fulfill both me and you, the rhythm of us. The weight of me crawling over you, those backward wings swaying as I sway through you on you, round one, round two, forgive me. Any type of our entwine heads in that direction, the direction of our sections all over one another in the same manner as follicle leakage alongside heated ground. Sticking to the sounds of condensation stations, our hair gets everywhere. And our journey is as long as we are. All miles and tales, trials and tribulations of configuring how we shape our lives, how we shape our hair. Quarantine made my follicles grateful to be free of heat. Quarantine placed us together along the edge of one seat, all unkept and unneat. Quarantine had you experiment with the extent of your ends, and as our anxiety arched upwards, so did our hair. Suddenly, my father was sick, and your skin on every aspect of my being, curls included, became more than necessary. We played with product all over yours, and I kept my knots tied back. Natural became more than what grew from my neck nape. It became my whole face. Back to no makeup, no product, just a body of slack. Isolated horror and perpetual panic attacks. You looked more and more beautiful as your hair grew, and you couldn't stop the rain, but you gave me blue while my world weighed downward heavy as my mane. Each day passed and horror maintained and grew as rapid as our hair. The nightmare worsened, and then we lost him. And so my fingers enveloped your head as you held me down in every way. I couldn't compare my world suddenly without my creator. I spent 7 hours twisting up your curls because what else was there to do but move through snail time with you, moving my hands in hopes that clarity came with clasping. Eventually, many moons later, I began to wash my mane again, began to try to tame again, to trail through shit storms with you, but then thunder struck twice, and Marcus was hospitalized, and then we lost him. It was double jeopardy, bereavement. We were dry heaving. We were not eating. We were barely being. We were seething, unbelieving, weeping, and seeking answers when there were none. My man had to leave and be with family and risk it all. I tried not to fall. I tried to stand tall. I tried not to withdraw. I brushed my hair, praying my person would return to me in one piece. I lost my father physically, but I kept hold of the love that my parents shared, the purity of it all, despite my father lacking hair. 32 years of them showed me what T and I could be, would be. I knew that soon he'd be back near, and we could gear up for whatever the godforsaken fucked world threw our way next. Our length remained. We learned to train ourselves to be alone, and we tried our best to heal our homes until our home was back in arms, and he came home to me, thankfully. And we're still trying to grasp it. We're still trying to map how on earth our lives got put in the trap of COVID triumph. The truth is, Tim cut off his hair. He said it was too much work and masked it. And mine was treated to be less natural, more fathomable, but we lack the energy it takes to entertain these locks when the rest of our lives are up in arms. But for a while, we wore our armor. I write this with my hair loose and feel honored to know that my dad loves me with my curl poofs, and it still makes no sense, but I have my truth, my man, my savior, my guardian, my roots. Started off experimenting with our extension and ended up with heartbreak and tales we wish we didn't have to take or state or lay with every day, but we have beginnings, his hair, my hands. We have beginnings, my ends, his strands. We have beginnings. We'll grow back. We know that it grows back. We'll grow back. We make it through and we grow back. We maintain and we grow back. We sustain and I flow back. We remain and we show that we go back. We learn to walk again. We cater to our sources and learn to lock again. Into one another, we grow each other differently, show each other simply, teach each other willingly. Maybe our hair showed us. Maybe our angels just know us. Know that no matter the stretch, the tangle, the length, the curl, the bet, our vines always entwine. Tim cut it off, but we never stopped growing. Ever, always, into the unknown, and maybe even after that, too.
Okay.
That was really a lot longer than I realized. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. I was busy yelling at my daughter, so you gave me time to. She's like, "Can I go skateboarding?" I'm like, "It's 8:30 at night. Where are you going?" That was beautiful. Tim was in the comments. He was
he wasn't supposed to be watching. I don't know how he was listening. I thought he was on his way to his friend's house.
He was dropping mad hearts. Like, you driving in Harding, Tim? You better be careful.
Tim?
He said, "I'm driving, but so fire." Oh.
Yeah, it's a long piece. I'm still working with the parts I need and the parts I don't need. I'm still trying to configure it all, but it's definitely a tale of this past couple of years. And it's a beautiful thing to have a muse. So
Facts.
it helps. It helps.
All right. Now, thanks for getting that mic warmed up.
Yeah, it's feeling hot. You guys feeling the heat in here? It's hot in here.
It is hot. But yeah, let's keep it going. Let's get this mic opened up. We got AC that's coming to bless the mic. On deck, we got the Dean of Poetry. But please give it up to my friend. I got to give him a hug on Tuesday because he was at the open mic on Tuesday.
I love when worlds
collide. And we took pics and stuff.
And we took a picture,
Okay, I'm gonna be there next time, okay?
You better.
Yes.
All right.
I will be. I just gotta make sure it doesn't interfere with the other things.
Well, let's welcome AC to the mic.
Please, how am I going to follow up with that one? Because see, 2018, 2019 AC Lightning would be scared to go after certain people if they was dope, if they did a dope poem or song, whatever, stuff like that. But this is 2021 AC, so I ain't scared to go after anybody. So
yes, bring it.
All right, so we're gonna get a little weird. If you guys know me long enough, I could be awkward, I could be goofy, I could be weird in a good way, not to the point where I gotta be put in the straitjacket. Let's make that clear.
Oh wait, you better make sure. Can you do two? Can you do two pieces for us?
Wait, what happened?
Can you do two pieces for us?
Yeah. Also, I've done this poem before, but I'll do it on here again. Y'all know this poem. So, the name of the poem is called "The Adventure of the Weird Awesome Kid." Part 1.
Yes.
So yeah. I am a milk chocolate individual. I was made to be suave by default. I'm a weirdo, a nerd. I'll say things that leave your brain scrambled. The way I'm off my rocker, I cause earthquakes. I'm a dude who use words like spray cans to paint you this graffiti in my life in the melting pot. I'm one with the force. If you think me being black, I'm only good for a purple lightsaber, you're underestimating my powers. I walk on clouds and stars like a Skywalker, at least some of you breathless like I'm Darth Vader. They know I'm a threat to the system. They tell me the only way to get to the top, I need to assimilate. If I blend in, they say you'll be successful. Or I could rip off this KKK costume, gun blazing mode on my bad boys flow, mimic these white people like Martin. It's the Negroes. Let me paint you my weird story. I'm on my famed fighter starship, something out of Star Wars, where I can fly to my own shows, can fly off and fight villains. My life is like a Jurassic Park melody, mixed with Boys in the Hood, or a pinch of Rush Hour 3. This is Planet of the Apes meets Star Wars, where Samuel L. Jackson comes out as Mace Windu. I come in swinging with my smuggler-type blaster, with my blue or green lightsaber, step onto the scene, bullets flying, smoke all around me, flicking my braids back, while the epic intro music playing in the background. I don't run with an army. I don't need no Han. I ride solo. I skywalk on these haters, moonwalk on these strange guys to get away from the dark side. Now, this is the part of the story where the black guy saves the world. He gets the woman of his dreams. They get married. He has some kids, have a happy marriage, living life real good. He ain't need to sling drugs, join a gang, or take shortcuts. For some of you, this may be strange. Like it's strange for a black man to be aligned to his own empire, be successful while cutting corners. Or strange to see a black man treat a black woman like a queen, uplifting other women and not using them for target practice. Hell, you think it's weird seeing a black man breathing and living. I'm what happens with the Psalms of David meets the fist of the five-finger death punch. Give you that inspiration, head-swinging attitude, while give you that humble embark on the knowledge talk. This phase fits perfectly. I'm holy enough to pray for you, but hood enough to swing on you. So, is this my cue to say something heroic or preach a positive message? See, I'm used to being misunderstood. I'm that kid that been awkward in social circles. Never really been the one to walk with the crowds because I walk to the beat of my own drums. Life itself is like school. We call it hard knocks. I've been used to the way the system is fixed. The wealthy use a cheat codes to this game while I gotta play from the beginning to unlock my potential. In the school, they don't shove you in lockers. They shoot you, kick your body in the grave, laugh at you, and throw dirt on you. And just when you hear the boss music, the game over sign pops up. Time to click on that last save checkpoint. Nah, I'm not done yet. Raise out the grave like Lazarus. Level up on my experience point. Hit my epic finisher. Show the cinematic cutscene closing with me killing the boss. Finish off with a dope catchphrase. Jump on my lightning rod, my ship, eat some mac and cheese, blast some of my music, and fly off. And throughout this whole story, the black man doesn't die in this movie. A kid could dream, right? But what do I know? Just a widow.
Woo!
Ooh.
Oh my God, that poem gets better every time.
Yes, that was great to hear.
I could listen to that 3 more times. There's like so many parts. It just feels like a comic book.
Yeah, I mean that's something I wanted to do with, like I said, I'm an awkward person. Like, you know, I'm weird, but in a good way. But I wanted to show more of that in my poetry or just whatever I do. So it was just like, how can I go about it without making it sound lame or corny? Like, it should be funny or a little bit corny, but not like super corny. But
yeah,
you know, that's been in the works for like almost 3 years now. So part 2 is coming around soon. So maybe next time I'll do part 2. So yeah,
oh, that's exciting.
We love it. We love it. We love it.
I did love that, and I love the rhythm of like that poem specifically. Like, it was just like, it felt like an action movie. I don't know how to
That's exactly that's why it's called The Adventure of the Weird.
I know.
Weird.
It's success,
You
my
know,
friend.
it's weird, but
Success.
also from weird actions, you know. So
you have succeeded in that. Thank you very much. That was AC. Are you
He's
doing?
gonna do another piece. He's gonna do
one more for us, AC?
oh shit! Oh, okay, sure.
We doing a song, maybe? How we feeling?
I'll save that for round 2. I'll save
that.
Okay.
Oh shoot! Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Another poem.
Since y'all asked me if I wanted to do another poem. Okay. Hold on. All right, let's do this one. Also another one that I did before. This is still a new one, but we're gonna get to it. It's called Dead Heroes. I wonder if it's worth being a legend if people only love you when you're dead. The tales told of a legend have always been romanticized. They don't tell you the ugly parts about chasing your dreams. These late nights working on your craft, letting your imagination run the craziest, second guessing yourself if you could do it, being up in the mornings, planning what to do next, constantly getting rejected by those who say they love you, claiming to be fans of your work but don't know any of your works, saying that they come out to support you but they're a no-show, but got the nerve to get mad when you state an opinion they don't like. And when things are finally going your way, as you climb the ladder to success, ride the escalator of fame, now the same ones who didn't give a damn about you, the ones who never chipped in for the ingredients, want to be like ducks when you're breaking bread. Some will come miles away to lay flowers in your casket that come across the street to give you roses while you can still smell them. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Biggie, Tupac, Nipsey, DMX, while they was alive, they was painted as the villain. Now they're long gone, they're celebrated like dead heroes. Their popularity has grown now that they're laid in their graves. Folks can't stop having their names in their mouth with all these woulda, shoulda, couldas. I want to be alive while my great story gets told. Hear the songs of my rise to glory, hymns of all my triumphant moments. But I see even in doing good, people will use my infamy to not pay attention to me. I don't want you to cry for me while I'm gone when you didn't say hello to me while I was here. But maybe subconscious talking. Is it worth being a legend if people can't love you while you alive? AC.
Ooh, AC.
Fire.
Okay, let's go with the fuego.
Yeah, you know, like how I look at like how some people like the celebrities that pass away and people like, oh my god, like, you know, how that could happen, or I didn't have enough time with them, or just people in general. I'm just like, yo, you gotta make time for folks before they pass away. You know, it's just about, I think it's more about like what you choose to pay attention to or who you choose to give your time to. But yeah, you know, it's like, as an artist or just trying to be dope, like sometimes you want to be great, but in the process, I feel like people love you more when you're dead rather than you're alive here.
Word.
You know, or famous people. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I say that all the time. You know, they be like, "Oh yeah, God forbid something happens," and they be like, "I should have went to their show.
I know.
I should have bought that album. I should have bought that book. I should have gotten it signed. Blah blah blah." Gotta give people flowers when they still here, right?
Yeah. All the people's books I got, they signed this. So I was like, yo, make sure y'all sign the books.
Well, thank you so much for that, AC. Fire, 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 flames. As always, make sure you follow our guy, AC Lightning. Those at home, now that this is like a more intimate evening, I can use my more intimate hosting voice. I'm kidding. But anyway, so thank you, AC. You make sure you follow our guy, AC Lightning. Follow one another. We got. If you're just tuning in out there live on Facebook or YouTube, this is Virtual Voices. Leah V in the place to be, and your girl J Rose, who already knows. She's just having some vocal nodes issues. So, you know, sometimes that it be happening. We're going to keep it moving and grooving, though. We've got, it's looking like a firehouse tonight.
Yeah, we got the fellas in the building. Like, I got to keep saying that.
Come through, gentlemen. Come through.
We are the queens of the castle right now.
Right. We love to see it. We love to see the men's representing. Let's keep it moving and grooving. We've got Say On the Poets on deck, but blessing the mic right now. I need you guys to put your virtual or your real or your robotic, whatever type of hands you got. I need you to put them together for the one and only a very frequent flyer of ours, the Dean himself. The Dean of Poetry.
Woo! Hey everybody, how are you guys today? Hope everybody's been well.
Hi, how are you? We haven't seen you in so long. Well, we haven't seen anybody in so long.
True.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. I've been well. How about you?
Very well.
Good.
Excellent to hear. Well, it's great to be back here, and I would like to share a few pieces with y'all. And the first one I like to read, I don't know if y'all heard this before, but it's called If You're Mine, and here it goes. If you're mine, that means you're mine, and for you, that should be just fine. No need to share you with anyone else. I want you all to myself. We should be faithful to each other, not have feelings for another person. Our relationship should be one love, not being together just because. I love you, you love me. That's how it should always be. No one should break us apart. We are a union of two hearts. We have each other's backs no matter what. A collaboration of understanding and trust we got. We will love and think about each other all the time. When we have sex, no one else is on our mind. I don't love you just because of the wideness of your hips, the poutiness of your lips, how big your butt is, or the size of your tits. I love you because of the person you are. You have a big, beautiful heart. And I would expect you to love me the same way. That's how our love should go by the day. Our love is for each other, definitely for one another, great for ourselves, never to share with anyone else.
Aww.
Woo! I love that one.
Was that for Nina? Did you write that for Nina?
No, actually, funny story is I wrote this for X, maybe 10, 11 years ago or something like that, because, you know, we were going out with each other and she was talking about being in an open relationship. And I was like, nah, I'm not interested in that. I want to have you and only you, not, you know, At the time, I really was in love with her, but unbeknownst to me at the time, she was already cheating on me. But if I had known that at that point, I would have either
this is quite the backstory.
I did.
All right, let's hear what you got.
She had yet to cheat on me then, so I hadn't yet found out about that part just yet. So that's why that's not included. Anyhow, the next poem I'd like to read to y'all is a poem based on another ex. It's called I Let Her Go, and here it goes. We was gonna still be together through obstacles and stormy weather. Even after 2 years, she was still my dear. I thought by now we'd drift apart, but we were still two hearts. One young and one slightly old, nowhere near going cold. It was still burning hot, I guess. Our love was strong, but it became a mess. We stopped spending time with one another. My arms stopped wanting to hug her. Sex was no longer great. It was no longer an event to anticipate. She still had a face and body so beautiful, even though she was 42. But we are no longer together. I'll no longer appreciate her. We eventually drifted apart, and separated was the two hearts. She was no longer my number one. That time was done. I no longer have her in tow. I had to let her go. And the backstory to that was, we were going out with each other for a while. And, she was older than I was, obviously. At the time she was 42 and I was like 26 or 27, I forget.
Oh my God, rocking the cradle.
Well, talking about, cradle robbing of some sort.
Wait, is it rocking the cradle or robbing the cradle? Like,
I think you robbed the cradle, which sounds hella inappropriate when you really think about it. Like, I don't know how I feel about robbing the cradle. I don't know. I feel like that term is problematic.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Let's hear what else we got, James.
What else like that? Okay.
No, that
was that his last piece?
Yeah, that was the 2 pieces.
Oh, okay. Well, stick around for round 2, James. We would love to see you and hear what else you got for us. Y'all put your hands together for our guys, James Dean.
Oh, by the way, can I make one more announcement? I'm sorry.
Of course.
Yes, sorry, but I'm gonna say this. On July 17th at the Cornerstone Tavern at 961 2nd Avenue, I'll be performing spoken word at 9 p.m. So I got tickets available on the Eventbrite and in person. And if those of y'all want to come through that day, it's on July 17th. Definitely hit me up. It's a bar with food and drinks also, and it's gonna be a comedy and music show as well. So if y'all want to come through, definitely hit me up.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, thanks so much, James, the Dean of Poetry.
You make sure you follow our guy James everywhere at the Dean of Poetry. He's got books on deck for y'all and all types of good. We got a couple more people in the building. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. For tuning into Virtual Voices on this sensual, intimate Friday evening. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Oh, we got comments going on in here. Look at this. People excited to see Oliver. Oh, this is great.
People are excited. Look at it.
I'm excited. I can't wait. All right, we're gonna keep it flowing and growing, moving and grooving. You know what we be doing. We've got Raekwon Williams on Diggity Deck, but blessing the microphone right now. I need you guys to put your real and virtual palms together for Stay on the Poet.
Hey, peace. What's up?
What is up, everybody? How are you doing? Can you guys hear me all right?
He's got like the radio voice.
Yeah, you sound great.
I mean, thank you. But doing the podcast thing, got the Miggity mic. So
it sounds great.
Thank you. All right, so I have 2 pieces now. I'm always in awe of the talent that is already up here. So just definitely put your hands together one more time for everybody that came before me.
Yes. Ooh.
Oh, thank
Aw.
you.
So the first poem is called Time Around. You guys can close your eyes if you want to visualize. So here we go. The
Yeah.
idling, the idling wheel, turn, turn, tripping over itself. Since time isn't a straight line, our eyes all dance in circles, tripping over himself, living on a speed. Living on a spread out sphere. Our eyes all dance in circles, dizzied by our mirror selves, living on a spread out sphere. We become self auctioneers, dizzied by our mirror selves, falling out of love inside. We become self auctioneers, selling time like immortals, falling out of love inside, inside echoes of the soul, selling time like immortals, since time isn't a straight line, inside echoes of the soul, the idling wheel, turn, turn.
Hmm.
And that's the end of that poem.
Woo!
I feel like I've been there before in that space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, it just is really the little backstory on that particular piece. I was thinking about time itself, and like that idea that a lot of different tribes, a lot of different peoples throughout history, they wrote their calendars in a cyclical way, with the understanding that, like, what's old is new again, and history repeats itself
Mm-hmm.
and all that jazz. So I kind of just focused on that. I think I was like listening to the Beatles or something at the time, so
I like
definitely
that.
definitely I love to make visuals in the poetry. So I have another one here for round one, and this is one I did before. So here we go. It's called Confessions of a Mirror.
Mm.
I used to use the mirror to remind me of myself, who I am and what I was never. And I'm sorry. I used to use the mirror to remind me of myself. Who I think I am was never who I want to be. A wannabe of another me that never existed. My skewed perceptions persist through resistance.
Mm.
Who I think I am was never who I want to be. I passionately kiss the mirror with no emotion. My skewed perceptions persist through resistance. Ugliness became and remained my dominant adjective. I passionately kissed the mirror with no emotion. To see my face, knowing it was never the face of society. Ugliness became and remained my dominant adjective. And there was society itself etched in and on my face. To see my face, knowing it was never the face of society. Skin hides the emotional marks to showcase physical trauma. And there was society itself etched in and on my face.
Mm.
The messed up external view as seen by an introvert. Skin hides the emotional marks to showcase physical trauma. Flesh can be the only reason for drama, biological torment.
Mm.
The messed up external view is seen by an introvert. Since makeup can't make up for the real and everyday pain, flesh can be the only reason for drama, a biological torment. Minutes will march on and we will heal if it's allowed to. Since makeup can't make up for the real and everyday pain, makeup made up permanence makes temporary pain feel permanent. Minutes will march on and time will heal if it's allowed to. And there was society itself etched in and on my face,
Mm.
made up permanence makes temporary pain feel permanent. To see my face, knowing it was never the face of society. To see my face, knowing it
Mm.
was never the face of society. A wannabe of another me. And there was society itself, etched in and on my face. I used to use the mirror to remind me of myself.
Mm.
Now I confess.
Ooh.
Woo!
Ooh. Ooh. Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
that was amazing.
That was deep.
Thank you. It's a yet unpublished manuscript, and it was really just done during a bit of depression that I had at the time.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
always appreciate those like conversations with self
Yeah.
themes in the poems, because it's interesting for me to hear how other people speak about themselves and to themselves. It kind of puts like the conversations I have with myself into like another perspective. So thank you for that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Sehan, can you please tell them about this really cool project you have, right?
Oh yeah.
Podcast.
Oh yeah, so I have a podcast called Poetry Talks, right? So
Oh, cool.
anyone who is interested in definitely talking and having an interview, I think I might be booked all the way up until like August. So thank my guest for that. I thank God for that one.
Mhm.
But the thing about it is you can just jump on my Instagram, all one word, Sion the Poet, and hit me up in the DM, and we can get the process going. It's pretty, pretty easy, pretty straightforward, even easier than when I set up my first guest. And just as a side note, my first guest was the amazing and inimitable J Rose.
Well, would you look at that?
And
That was such an honor. I listened to it last week when I got back from Tampa, and I was like, oh my gosh, like you really dug into some real deep J Rose questions.
thank you very much. And you sounded great.
Thank you.
It sounded great. Very I tend to be more nervous about my own voice, how that's presented on the radio. But yeah. So guys, do check it out. I wanted to be more editorial and kind of allow the poems to speak for themselves. So like the poet will of course be there, but like think of it in a way more like the poem itself is the guest, because we really kind of deep dive into the poem. Like, I don't want to really come too far out into the author's life and what's going on with the author, but just really what's behind that poem or those poems and that little slice of life there. So
That
thank
sounds
you.
great.
Yeah, it's awesome. You guys should definitely check it out.
Yes, so thank you for giving me the space, J Rose, and thank you for being my guest. It is available where you find your podcast. I'm kind of partial to Apple Music, just because I think it sounds the best there, and also you can write comments and reviews, which I do read, and we are very open to feedback and so on. So if you
Amazing.
get into the process,
All
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. We appreciate having you. Thank you so much for blessing us, for blessing this mic. You guys make sure you follow him. Make sure you follow his Poetry Talks. As I said previously, it is very, very important that we engage in one another's different creative feats, our different attempts and our different projects, because as AC was saying, it's very important that we give each other our flowers while we're here, and there's nothing more important than community in this day and age. So without further ado, we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. It's looking like a beautiful, majestic evening of heavy hitters.
That's my favorite word, majestic. I love it.
Majestic, enchanting. What else? And what else goes with majestic and enchanting?
You usually go with majestic. Like when I say majestic, it's because I've been around you too long.
I like majestic. I like enchanting. I'm gonna start saying mesmerizing. Thank you. You all are tuning into this mesmerizing plethora of artists on this Friday evening. No, but for real, we appreciate you tuning in. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving for y'all. It's been an amazing show thus far, as we heard, and we have much more to go. So we've got Aaron Glover on Diggity Deck, but blessing the microphone right now. I need you also put your palms together. If your palms are not available, you can use your feet or another couple limbs of your body, but put something together for Raekwon Williams.
Hey, what's up, Ray?
Hey.
Hey,
How are you?
Hello.
I'm good.
Listen, you got a deep voice, so you gotta like talk loud. You gotta get close to that.
Project your voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because sometimes the mic, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna do a piece. This piece I'm about to do is from my second book, this little red book right here, called "The Reality of Adulthood and the Roller Coasters That Comes with It." Available on Barnes and Nobles, and it's very soon also going to be available on Amazon. So the poem I'm going to do is called "There's Never Enough Time." When is there time to take a prayer? When is there time to catch your breath? When is there time to get some sleep? When is there time to relax and clear your mind? When is there time to take off work? When is there time to take off school? When is there time to get your hair done? When is there time to take a vacation? When is there time to spend with family? When is there time to spend with friends? When is there time to fix your car? When is there time to clean your house? When is there time to cook a homemade dinner? When is there time to cook at all? When is there time to go to the gym? When is there time to hire a personal trainer? There's never enough time because time always flies. There's never enough time to take a prayer because time keeps going. There's never enough time to catch your breath because time keeps going. There's never enough time to sleep because time keeps going. There's never enough time to relax because time keeps going. Taking off work means losing money. Taking off school means missing assignments. Getting your hair done means losing an hour of your day. Taking a vacation means saving money for endless months. Spending time with family means keeping in touch. Spending time with friends means hanging overnight. Fixing your car means searching for countless tools. Cleaning your house means going upstairs to downstairs. Cooking a homemade dinner means going step by step. Going to the gym means going daily and not weekly. Hiring a personal trainer means commitment. There's never enough time because time always flies. Eventually, your time will come to die, but it will fly right before your very eyes. Thank you.
Powerful, powerful, very powerful.
You talking about time? I'm like, damn, that's the thing that I struggle with the most.
Challenging. That was beautiful. Are you doing one more for us?
Sure. I'm gonna jump around. This time, that was from book 2. So this time we do a book from book one, my first book, which is also on Amazon. This big green book. The variations of strong love and the motivation that drives you to keep going is the name of it. Um, they can both be found by typing my first and last name. So the poem I'm going to do from this book is a lot different than that poem. It's
Okay.
called it's called When I'm in Love. Let me do it.
Ooh, okay.
Ain't nothing better than the sweet feeling of being in love. When I'm in love, it makes my fingers tingle like the feathers from a bird's wings. When I'm in love, closed doors become open. When I'm in love, loud mouths become soft. When I'm in love, winter becomes the spring. When I'm in love, cold water becomes warm. When I'm in love, school feels less cruel. When I'm in love, people seem rich. When I'm in love, food tastes healthier and less fattening. When I'm in love, babies can walk before the age of 2. When I'm in love, people speak more generous. When I'm in love, trains wait for people to come in. When I'm in love, trees don't fall on houses. When I'm in love, natural disasters are non existent. When I'm in love, movies feel more creative and less descriptive. When I'm in love, music sounds more clean. When I'm in love, fighters become lovers. When I'm in love, enemies become friends. When I'm in love, fantasies become real. When I'm in love, it feels like utopia. When I'm in love, it feels like a whole new world. Thank you.
Yes.
Woo! Y'all show some love for Ray. For Ray
Hey.
Guys, make sure you follow him. Make sure you follow one another. It's very important that we support one another. Is there anything else that you wanted to plug?
You have any other books coming out soon?
Yeah.
Not yet. I'm working on 2 at once.
Okay.
Ooh, challenging.
So right now it's just these 2.
All right, cool. With it. Well, definitely let us know when that next book or next 2 books. Are you gonna release them at the same time, or are you like
Double drop?
No, I'm
you
gonna
always
do.
got like a fucking name for shit, yo. I
I
swear.
know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just comes off the tongue. It's like they don't call me Dr. Susika for nothing. All right, it just comes to me. It just
All
comes.
right, you doing a double drop or what?
I plan to drop 1 before this year is over, and then the second one like sometime next year.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Looking forward to it. All right.
Absolutely.
What do we got next? What we got coming up?
All right. It's been just quite the mesmerizing evening so far. We've got some more heavy hitters, some more players on the Diggity Deck for y'all. One of the people on deck, on the direct Diggity Deck of the decks, is our feature performer. I'm so excited to see him do a full-length set. I haven't had the opportunity to see such a thing yet. I'm very, very excited. Oliver WC is on deck, but blessing the mic right now, one of our very frequent flyers, a good friends and familia, two virtual voices. I actually had the pleasure of seeing him the last couple weeks at Inspire Word at the Parkside Lounge. So yeah, we're back doing that. We're back doing that every week on Mondays. You guys, y'all know to follow me. I'll give you all the information.
Amazing.
But it's not about me. Let's put our hands together for Aaron Glover.
Hey. What's up?
Aaron, you on mute, Aaron?
Y'all can hear me okay?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay. So, in honor of the 18th of June, which is special to me for two different reasons, I'm gonna do a freestyle from when I wrote it in honor of October of last year. I'm gonna start from the 18th, 16th that I did. All right, here goes. Of seeing actions and words diverge, change back my attire to the shit that would get me racially profiled. My heart was back on fire for a different cause, nothing to do with any liars unless we're taking justice, the system that lacks it. This life seeing so many on the blacklist, not mattering that we exist, not mattering that we persist. Fuck of what we consist, expected to subsist, to accept what they don't give, what they won't give because they kill to have it, yet it's wrong if we kill back, supposed to live and let live, stressing our ribs, seeing premature eyes, not able to grieve because revenge and anger seeds. A lot of the only time you get to see family. I hate funerals indeed, don't deal with death well, but I already explained that part of me, seeing black folks drift away, life's already right from the moment of birth, confused about matter and worth, expected to take more, they still think we feel less hurt. No, the trauma is genetic. Don't see us sweat it. I regret embracing pain the way I did. Concussions created a need to lift away from here, like anything to do to get away from here would be a gift. Hours reprieve at the time for the pain that courses through my spine, from my scalp to my toe. Everyone expecting that I'm fine because I don't wear it in my face and because I'm able to take a lot and still able to give, even though it's not as much as how I used to exist. Can't smile the same, not feeling angry or insane. Even the sadness doesn't hit with flames, emptiness in my brain. They don't expect depths to our pain, but are quite quick to shame where our rage gets expression. We're just to entertain. Watching property burn isn't fun unless it's done in their name. They don't even need a reason, but we're the ones who get stained as they provocateur. We're the ones that get arraigned, denied bail, trapped by police. How's that for change? Defund turns to defund because black lives don't get a refund. Maybe a settlement in absentia of justice runs as deep as the country's history and well before property compensated with free folks left to free fall, serving us in all the wars but couldn't let freedom befall us in unrestricted ways, remove chains for ropes to fall, slavery for sharecropping, prison labor, whipping, rape, sobbing, hearts throbbing, rage, but not enough weapons to be stopping the vindictive nature of those dead set on their doctrine of 1857 remaining. And after troops left, they maintained their attack on black rights to the point that what we lacked is what they began to believe we liked because we didn't strike back after seeing the government they fought for. didn't have their back protecting an election determined by their attacks. Treasons continued, but didn't matter much when it was Ebony Sinew and their white allies being assailed from their point of view. It wasn't important enough to fight the unrepentant opponents of the country of you. They preferred toleration, easy modification, yet resisting any demand modification, accommodation. No, we get SWAT team for the state of a nation, denounced by those we vote for. I'm wondering what for. People afraid of destruction, yet will watch ours just the same. It's fucking strange, the double standard in regards to pain, to addiction, to prison, to poverty. We're expected to gain or stay on our prisons while they view two societies from their prism as one, even if that myth being undone, torn apart, though they're probably likely one. If that were the case, we'd all be dead, unsung. Instead, we created a culture from scratch that they try to commodify, then exclude us from the income that's Obama in our eyes with color from the other side instead of the color of the other guys, watching us kill each other, then netting the prize, imprisoning the leftovers, and trying to dehumanize us. That's it.
All right.
Woo! That was powerful. That was
You
powerful.
always those political pieces you do, you be coming in. You be going in us.
Oh yes, oh yes. And let me tell you, that was
Yeah.
great. That was great. I had the pleasure of seeing Sir AAG with the eyes live at the Parkside Lounge with Inspire Word NYC, since we out here in these streets again. And I think one of the times he did it was like freestyle poetry the last time on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was, he got on there and it was really beautiful and it was really great. So, it's just another reason why virtual voices is the greatest thing to ever happen, because look at the relationships we built.
I
right?
know. When people come out on the Tuesday nights, I'm like, I can't believe I'm seeing them in person, finally,
And I cannot wait. And you guys, if you don't already, which would be very insulting, why are you here? But if you don't already, make sure you follow the Rose Garden events. Jay is definitely out here back in these streets hosting the damn thing. I can't wait to tune into one of those Tuesday night events as well. But without further ado, I think we are going to bring we have Jessica on deck, but without further ado, I believe we are going to bring our feature performer of the evening. I had the pleasure of coming across him on these virtual streets one day, and Jay and I were just poetically smitten with the talent and the skill, and we're very excited to see what he brings to the virtual stage right now. So without further ado, I need you guys to put your hands together for Oliver W. Coleman.
Hey, what's up, poet?
Oliver, are you doing full name for the stage name? Or are you just doing Oliver? Or what's the deal?
For the stage name, I do Oliver W. Colbert. It is weird hearing my whole name set out like that, but
no. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. I'm happy to give the whole government, but I just wanted to
I have it everywhere. My whole government's out there. I'm sure the CIA wants me for some reason.
They want us all, Oliver. They want us all.
All right, so I guess I'll start. Actually, before I start, I just want to be clear. How many pieces do I get right here?
You got 3-4 pieces. Rock out.
Let's do this. So basically, how I've been doing this is I usually post my poems and stuff like that on my IG, through these videos. And I've noticed that I've been doing a certain tempo that kind of mirrors hip hop, right? And so obviously poetry and hip hop is really close together. But for this event, I want to kind of go back to the roots where I was doing that really dramatic poetry of it doesn't necessarily have to rhyme. This is storytelling. So I'm gonna give y'all a few pieces that I haven't shared with anyone.
Yay! Exclusive!
Yes.
Exclusive!
It's the exclusive drop.
Flex bombs after that.
We're like,
I know. No, we've been saying we need flex bombs. We've been saying this. But yes. I can't wait to hear it.
Right. So, okay. Statistics show that 95% of people who attend a poetry show and see a Black person on stage, they expect them to be woke. They expect dramatic pointing of gun gestures, a waterfall of metaphors for bullets hitting brothers, or bullets hitting brothers and spilling blood on the street, or brothers spitting bullets over bad blood on the street. They expect gospels that start with Black is beautiful and end with beautiful is Black, or perhaps a litany of literature that sheds light on our plights. At first, I thought it was an offensive stereotype. But now I get why people have this expectation for Black poets. It's because our presence starts to spit before we even open our mouths. Our ancestors are screaming through our melanin, singing songs symbolic of a Baptist church in a Virginia field. Before I even put the pen to the pad, the poem has already been written. Prose coded in my DNA, couplets spinning around my aura. You don't get it. I got ghostwriters who are really ghosts. They chauffeur my hands across pages, outlining messages from the other side of eternity. Messages like, you're worth more than whatever you're settling for. Messages like, keep your body clean and heart pure and watch God open doors upon doors upon doors. Nobody is like you. Nor should you try to be like anybody else. Your soul has been cut like a diamond. So find your light and keep shining it. I look forward to all the compliments that I'm a giver of gifts and the spirits behind my pen.
Woo! Oh yes. I'm ready.
that was great.
What's next? What's next on the agenda? That was amazing.
Give it to us.
All right, so this one is called God Laughed. Let me open this one up. All right. So you can't tell I'm reading this, so just bear with me. Have you ever heard God laugh? You know, like I've heard people say when it thunderstorms, God is angry. And when it rains, that means like heaven is crying or something. But I remember the time where I heard God laugh. It was when I made plans to skip steps in my life. I mean, he was dying. And he didn't laugh immediately. I guess he was trying to hold it in. I made plans to love someone without first loving myself. And for a second, I was convinced that God took me seriously. And I was content because I thought I got away with the hard part of life. Having to decrypt the puzzle that stared at me in every mirror. I thought I evaded having to run the maze that is in my spirit. I really thought that I can find myself without having to look within. And she was willing to go with me all the way. And we got all the way to the finish line when I heard him laughing, knees slapping, searching for air in his almighty lungs just to let out a laugh to show that he was having fun watching me make plans, watching me trying to dodge battles with demons that I knew were assigned to me, trying to use love as a backdoor to evade my challenges. And I can't front, yo. That shit was embarrassing. I'm telling you, if y'all never heard God laugh, make a plan to take the easy way out. Trust me, he finds that shit hilarious. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Powerful.
Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
I need the sound effects, like the clapping people.
I know. I need we need the
You know
flex
what? I
bombs.
gotta
We
stop
need
playing
the
around.
sound effects. I have the machine. I don't have it here though.
I think I got some sound effects. You do the next poem. I'm gonna see if I get
All right. This one is, I didn't title it, but I guess I'll call it my uncle. I usually title my poems after the first 2 words that come out of my mouth for the poem. So titling this my uncle. My uncle told me, I'm gonna do some acting for y'all. Stand like this. Keep your feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart to maintain your balance. And when you swing, know that your power comes from your foundation, not your arm. I remember being taught how to fight. I remember being prepared to enter combat with boys of shapes and sizes. I even learned how to get jumped. Like, if there's 3 to 5 of them, make sure you grab one. And while the others hit you, you just focus on hitting that one as many times as you can. And if it's more than 5, run. The goal isn't to be tough, it's to live. Don't stop in front of your house because then they'll know where you live. My first fight was in middle school. I won. I stood over him, swinging like a bat out of hell, not using any kind of tactics that I was taught, because it didn't matter. Because when my uncle found out that I was fighting, he was asked, I'm sorry, he asked what every black male would ask. Did you win? To which I replied, yes. And I was celebrated. Every fight that followed, I became more and more comfortable with how I handled myself. My feet, shoulders width apart, swings powered by my foundation. But when my uncle passed away, I entered a fight that I wasn't prepared for. My fists couldn't swing at the grief that I was staring dead in my face. My arms couldn't hold the right words. I wasn't sure how to stand to maintain emotional balance. No one ever taught me how to handle this kind of fight. And for a long time, my emotions were fucking me up. You see, black boys, we learned how to fight everything but our demons. We're taught to confront everything, but the things that truly bring us pain, we cry at volumes that can't always be detected by the naked ear. My uncle died before he can teach me how to win a fight against fear, defend against depression, how to protect myself against demons swinging like Mike Tyson in his prime. I stood over his casket the same way I stood over that boy in middle school. Emotions swinging like bats out of hell, fighting back tears as they rushed into the windows of my soul, trying to find a way out as if they were trapped in a burning building that was my mind. I never panicked so calmly. I never broke down so silently. I learned how to turn my hurt into I'm good. Taught myself how to fight back what I felt before it killed me. Little did I know that the more I fought that, closer I got to dying. Thank you.
They quoting you in the private chat. You learn to fight everything but our demons. You cut deep in. Oh yes, that definitely.
100%.
Oof.
I got time for another one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you do.
All right. Never underestimate what life can do to you. I pray by the time I'm whole age, I've been to more weddings and less funerals. But then again, people love to show love when they viewing you. And when you up, they just spend time trying to predict the shit that's going to ruin you. Forgive the math. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. For the nights that I forgot to ask God for forgiveness, I know I can do better. These forever seems like a long time, but so does never. So I recognize the real, and to that I try to stay tethered. Thank y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Wow.
Are we going like to the break right now, or do I have?
You got one more for us? Like, come on, like.
I got a whole list. I was like keeping track of which ones I was before, but I got a little list over here.
Oh.
Do we good for one more?
Yes, do it.
Okay,
That was short.
go.
That was very short. That was very short. Keep it coming.
That third one was super short. What was that? A haiku? Like.
All right.
I love it. I love it. Let me prepare myself emotionally. Okay, now I'm good to go.
All right. All right. I know you hear them. It's the sounds of black bodies crashing to the ground. As if gravity found a way to discriminate on picking who it holds down. I know you feel it. It's our history. It's too heavy to be held up by a constitution full of contradictions. A doctrine that was adopted by deadbeat forefathers who tried to abandon the ones they once branded. Banish us to ghettos in hopes that we vanish from the blasting of guns that were put in the idle hands of the stranded by a white man named Uncle Sam. Man, listen, I'm not here to point trigger fingers. I'm just a busy thinker, steady trying to decode how they reload empty chambers on a brother who's already face down laying on the pavement. You know, James Baldwin once stated, to be black and relatively conscious in this country means to forever be in anger. That probably explains why the fire in my eyes can never be extinguished. Now either I'm bugging or we're witnessing extermination. But instead of spraying raid and laying down traps, they come in spraying while they call themselves raiding the trap. And that's a fact. That's a fact 10 times over. If I chose to lie in these rhymes, they wouldn't begin to serve you. The biggest drug cartels in this world have their own commercials. I know these poems are as close to I'm going to get to freedom. I know my roots are royal, so I hope you hear the kingdom when I spit. If God is love and money can't buy it, then what's the point of getting rich? They don't sell tickets to heaven. They just create desperate times so we can take desperate measures. But what's the difference between a gangster and a God when reality is all perception? What's the difference between an ex-con and a college grad when success is even subjective? As far as I'm concerned, we're all in debt to a set of predecessors that fought for rights that we exercise, but our seeds will rarely learn about. So forgive me if I'd rather push up truth than sit up here and hope everything's going to work out. I know kids who are concerned about how their life is going to turn out. And who am I to tell them good if they keep their hood off and their head down? I'd rather build a brigade of warriors by telling them the story of how this world would destroy you if you're not strong enough. Instead of humiliating this upcoming generation by saying that they lost, I'd rather help be their navigation. A poet and a compass. But I don't call myself conscious because even the so-called conscious, you're on some con shit.
Yeah.
Woo! She came through. She came through.
I got it.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Oliver, that was absolutely amazing. Like, where can we find you? What projects you have going on? Like, tell us the good word. Tell us the good word.
Yeah, I got y'all can follow me on IG. It's my name, my whole government. It's actually my real name. What else am I working on? I started working on this recording project, but I'm like not really invested in it right now. So I'm not really working on anything, but y'all continue to follow me, man. I love to see the content that y'all have. I like to see the work. I like to go out there and support, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank y'all so much for having me.
Oh, thank you. But you always dropping videos. I always see you dropping, like poetry videos. So, you always busy.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. If it seems that way.
Listen, y'all be completely underselling yourself sometimes. Like,
yeah. You guys gotta fake it till you make it a little more, okay?
Yeah, let's go. Like, watch those videos. He's out there doing sharing mad spoken word.
Consistent content goes a long way. It says a lot about you as an artist. It says a lot about your work ethic, and it says a lot about you, when you appear on Virtual Voices. So I think you made a good decision here, and we're so happy to have had you. You guys make sure you follow our guy. He just blessed the mic all over the place. That was absolutely amazing. What a plethora of content. I just love a diverse set. Like, you know, like I love when it covers a few things.
And you gotta look in the private chat, Oliver. Everybody was like in there, like loving it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. That was absolutely amazing. Wow. It's always like it always starts with like a couple of people and you end up just like get your whole socks knocked off, you know? That's what happens because that's the way it works here with Virtual Voices, you know? Everything, nothing is for certain, and we're just full of surprises. You know, one might say the word majestic, but I'm not going to use that. So instead, we're going to keep it moving and grooving. We've got Belle on deck. Belle, you're on Diggity Tech. But blessing the mic right now. Everybody put your virtual and your real hands together for Jessica. Woo!
Hi.
Jessica,
hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
I was worried that my husband was going to walk in with the dog. He went to walk in.
You sound great.
Hi.
I was like, hurry up.
Can I just share a fun story on how I met Jessica? She came, so like the very first time I started doing the live open mics at Star Bar in Brooklyn, she came to the very first one. And like she came all the way from New Jersey to Brooklyn, made her husband drive her all the way out there so she could perform at the open mic. It was so cool. And she was absolutely amazing.
That's amazing.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday night, like, yo, I was like, I had to thank her and her husband for them coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you came in. Welcome to Virtual Voices.
Amazing. So I'm going to perform a piece that I wrote a few months ago, and when you sent me the link, I was like, maybe I'll do this piece. I think it's good for today. So this piece is called I'm Speaking. I'm writing on this page because my pen has a voice. The words that I write will speak. I speak for the women who feel muted. I speak for the women who smile but feel they have no voice. I speak for the women who have a choir inside of them but no one knows it. I speak for the women who feel alone, tired, taken advantage of, and broken. I speak. I speak words into you and remind you that you have a voice and you are strong. And even in this very moment where you feel muted and drained, I speak. I speak words that will be deposited into your soul and will grow stronger and stronger within you. I will speak so that one day we will speak and the cycle of our voices will lift us up to speak. The world will have to listen because this woman orchestra will make powerful music and speak, and they will have to listen.
Oh, good Lord. Good Lord, Jessica.
Reach.
That was one. And
yes,
this other one is very short. I spend a beautiful overnight with my best friend, and we do that once a month, and we have coffee and fun, and I love woman girl time. So I did this piece for her, Maricela. She says I am her muse. I say she's my muse. The truth is we are simply amused by each other's gifts. When my thoughts are brewing inside of me, she's the perfect mug to pour my thoughts into. She's like, yo, that's hot. Keep pouring. She's the café to my leche. I'm the leche to her café. We are the perfect blend to the perfect taza de un cafecito. Thank you, guys.
Oh, cafecito.
Oh, I love that.
That was
That was amazing.
Oh, we should write poems like that about each other, Leah.
I knew you were gonna say some shit. I just knew she was gonna say some. I was like, now here she is getting ideas in her head. No, but that was really beautiful. That was really beautiful.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, please. Yes, of course.
Thank you for blessing us. That was amazing.
Make sure y'all follow Jessica. She is so dope.
Oh, JMNena_speaks. I'll put it on the chat.
Yes. Say hi to hubby.
Yeah, he's upstairs with the dog.
Well, it's a good thing he didn't. He didn't come in the middle of the set, so that's good.
No, I shut it off. I ran. I told my teenagers, "Shut up, dog. Shut up. Everybody, shut up."
That's the way you do it. That's how you make the virtual voices work.
Yes, that's what you tell teenagers.
Oh my God, Jay screaming at her teenager. We just got a lot of teenage screaming tonight.
Oh, can we just say hi to Balin and the bunny, Bob? Hey, Bob the bunny.
Balin, I didn't even see you there.
Look at Balin and the bunny.
Hi,
You know what's
Balin.
crazy? Like, my son asked me for a bunny today, and now
oh my
tonight.
God, it is a good thing he's not there because he'd be freaking out.
Listen, and what's crazy is like he said he wanted a bunny, and then 2 hours later, I go on Instagram, and long and behold, there's a bunny there, like some post about a bunny, and I'm like, all right, big brother. Yes, but that was amazing, Jessica. It's been a great night. You guys have been amazing. Seriously.
A great night. I'm happy we got Balin in the building. Happy we have all of you in the building. Happy we got the bunnies in the building. Shout out to the bunnies.
The bunnies, the poetic
bunnies of the world. The poetic, majestic bunnies of the world. All right. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. We got some flows to grows, and you already know we are the hostesses with the mostesses. We've got Ray and Chanel on Diggity Deck, but coming to bless the mic right now. I need you all to put your hands together for Belle. Is the For Now part of the stage name, or am I missing?
No, she's just letting us know for now. It's Belle.
Oh. I was very confused. I was like, that's a very interesting state. I'm with it, but that's great. Hi, Belle.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Good.
How are you?
I get to see you twice in a week, Al.
Yes, you do. This is such a great week.
Y'all are spoiling me, like, for real. First AC, then you.
Yes, I'm just trying to decide which one to do.
Okay. Yeah, listen, guys. Sometimes I get like, what's that called? Like fear of abandonment. Like, don't leave me now.
I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's a little sad though, but
okay.
I named it Permanence in Stillness.
Ooh.
Unknowingly, memories can break your heart multiple times, all over again, just like the first time. Memories live tucked away in a place far, far away, oftentimes unplayed, unrecorded, not photographed. Memories on memories. If only I can hear your voice one more time. One more time instead, I reach for my pen to write to you all the things, the rage, the love, the disappointments. But seldom do I fill up the lines on the page. Tears cloud my vision. A word is merely scribbled. A single word always crosses my mind. The same word, memories, three syllables. Memory. Me inside the moment engulfed on the idea of us. Dripping away from the rain cloud, the sky becomes grayer. Puddles inundated the streets. Right as I swim towards you, you disappeared in front of my eyes. I swam in until my arms got tired. You looked and walked away. The world couldn't see my tears, camouflaged with the rain. Unknowingly, memories can break your heart multiple times, all over again, just like the first time. Thank you.
Woo!
Oh, I've been muted the whole time.
I was like, Jay, are you talking or?
I had the clapping going. Hold on, let me like do it again. Hold on. There we go.
Amazing, Bill.
All right. I like that. That was great, Belle.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all follow.
I just wrote it like a few weeks ago.
Ooh, that was some new shit.
Yeah, it's new. It's not even part of like my older stuff.
Love
It's
it.
a baby.
It is a baby.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. We appreciate it. That was beautiful. Thank you for being with us tonight. And
Yeah, stick
tuning in.
around. We're gonna do another
Round
round.
two.
Yeah, it's hot. I'm hot.
Oh yeah, it's not just the sensual voice, virtual voices. It is
No,
actually also hot outside.
yeah, it
A
is.
plot twist.
It's not just the mic; it's the weather.
All right. So
Then
let's
Rayanne, where you at? I know you said you was watching, you was listening. I heard you.
Rayanne, where is Rayanne?
She's on YouTube watching us.
Oh, was she gonna
Mira,
tune in?
Rayanne, salte de YouTube. Ven aquí, muchacha, para StreamYard.
Get out the YouTube.
Deja de YouTube, okay? Well, let's go to the next performer while Rayanne gets all
Well,
up
you
in
know,
here.
the next performer is somebody very you know, he's a good man. Some might even call him great. So I need you guys to put your hands together. A very frequent flyer, a performer of all kinds, of all hands, if you will. Put your hands together for the great Sigma.
Yay! Unmute yourself.
The bunny cannot unmute you, I don't think, Phelan.
Are you ready, Bob? Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Hi, Bob.
Oh.
Okay. Can you show me the box? What's in the box? All the way? Can I open it all the way?
He's opening the box?
Okay.
He can open the box?
What is it?
He's too excited. Come on, Bob.
Oh.
Can he see himself? Like, is he bugging out right now?
Okay, Bob. Face the camera, sir. There you go. Can you wave the wand? Where's the wand? Oh. Okay. Are you ready, sir? Are you ready? What do you do? What do you do? Come on.
Are you gonna dance for us, Bob?
Come on. Come on, Bob. Oh, come on, sir.
I don't think he's prepared for virtual voices tonight.
My
Like,
rabbit is being a turd. Come on, buddy.
My rabbit is being a third.
Come on, buddy.
Oh,
He's a little overwhelmed. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Okay.
Hold on.
Can you do this one, sir? Can you open the box? Oh, you got it? Okay. Okay, you got to show them. What do you do, sir? What do you do?
I'm weak.
Come on, sir.
Pick a
I can't wait to Oh my God, did he pick a card?
Yes, oh, good job, sir. Good job, sir. Okay.
Bob, you're so good.
Okay, sir. Can you make the flower? Come on, Papa. Get your flower. Oh. You're getting his butt.
We don't want to see your butt.
Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh. Okay. I think that's the best he's got. He got his card.
Listen, I've never seen a rabbit pick a card, so.
Oh. I'm like wearing his least favorite shirt too, so he keeps falling.
Oh.
Oh. All right. If I have a little more time, I'll try to do something too, but I was hoping Bob would get to do some more stuff, but he got one.
Look
He
at
got
him.
one in there.
He just wants to be on your shoulder facing the back. Like, that's where he wants to be right now.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try and do something I've been working on.
Okay.
Maybe this is hopefully this will be like marginally better than the rabbit. So this is super new. I don't even know. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm going to give this a shot. We use 3 cups. So there's 2 versions of this.
Okay.
There's the Conjurer's version, and there's the Con Man's version. And we're going to start. We'll start with the Conjurer's version, and it starts with there's one little ball like this. We just take 1 cup on top, and it falls right through.
Oh, okay. I'm watching.
Now I'll try a second one. And this one goes on top.
Okay. Oh.
And it falls right through.
What?
The last one. This one's a little harder.
Ooh. What?
God. Yo, you always doing this shit, yo.
So that's the Conjurer's version. Now the Con Man's version is a little bit different, and this is where I'm a little bit out of my element, so I'm still working on this part. But the Con Man's version goes like this, where we're just gonna take one. We're gonna take one of the little pearls, and I'm actually put it right here, and we're gonna put it under this cup. All right, so follow this one that's got the ball under it, and we're just gonna mix them up, just like that. And then we're going to mix them up a little bit more. And then we're going to mix them up one more time. So we've got 3 like that, okay? So now, if for those of you who are watching, do you want cup number 1, cup number 2, or cup number 3?
Oliver says 3.
He says 3? Are you sure you want 3? You want 3?
Wait,
You
where
don't
the
want
ball
number
is?
2.
I think the ball is under the second one.
You want number 2?
Who says it's under? Y'all can unmute yourselves and
2. I said 2.
2. Okay. All right, we're gonna go with 2. Well, 2's not that great.
It's in 1. It's in
Someone
1.
said 3. I wouldn't have gone with 3. Personally, that's just me. I wouldn't have gone with 3. Someone might have gone with 1.
What?
But they forgot that I cheat.
What? Wait a second.
And well, that's how you lose your money.
What? Where did it go?
We'll try one more time, and this is where I'm really pushing it because this part's really hard. All right, so we're gonna try and mix it up a little bit again. Okay, remember we're gonna start here with this one, and we're just gonna add a couple more in like that. I'm just gonna mix those up a couple times, and then we're gonna bring this one around to the end. I know that might have been a little bit fast, so we got this one here, we got that one, and we got this one. Who thinks the money cup is number 1?
Me.
Me. All right, we have 1 vote for number 1. What about number 2?
Shit.
Anybody? Any takers?
Me. I think I'll go with 2.
2. Okay. All right. So yeah, number 1 and number 2. We'll say number 1. Well, number 1's a loser. Number 3 is actually where the pearl is.
Damn it!
But number 2, that's the money cup. Right there.
That doesn't fit in there.
I forgot to show you. You know the little holes. It's the little holes in the bottom of the cup. Can you see the holes?
No.
Yeah, maybe not. I'll show you. There's actually holes, so you can actually. Man, this is gonna suck on camera. Just drop 1 cup right through the other like that.
What?
Oh, wow.
Just the hole in the hole.
Well,
I'm just throwing them at each other. No, it's a little hole in the top.
Daylan, you're not supposed to give away your magician secrets?
Yeah,
You
no,
better-
he just
you better watch it. I heard those magicians, they take your secrets seriously.
no. There's no holes. I'm messing with you. That's
I thought you were being serious, and I thought, I was like, wait a second.
no.
Anyone defying
Please
the
don't
laws
do
of
that. That
physics
doesn't
right
work.
now? I thought you were defying the laws of the universe.
That's the
That
trick.
was
Thank you,
great.
guys.
Well, you guys put your hands together for baby.
Yes.
Just pick up. Come on. There you go. Come on. There we go.
What was that?
Look, he's getting
Oh,
better.
Bob, you're so cute.
You guys make sure you follow the Great Sigma at the Great Sigma everywhere.
Yes.
Thanks so much for coming. If
Thank
you
you,
can,
guys.
stick around for round 2, Galen.
Yes. Please do some poetry for us when on round 2.
Yes. If the buttons will allow it, you never know.
I know, right?
All right, so we've got some poet host lady named J Rose on deck, but or J Roper as she's been called
J
in the
Roper,
past.
here for
That's
it.
my favorite. But I heard a certain somebody was in the building. I need you guys to put your hands together for Ray M.
Hey! What's up, boo?
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
We're good.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hop right in on this piece. And on that day, she rose from the dead, lacking knowledge, lacking education, lacking dignity, no insight, but full of purity, born with insecurity. She was beautiful. She was naive. She was born alone. Didn't cry then, and I heard she still won't cry now. The umbilical cord was the only thing that she was attached to. She was alone, attractive, and unattached. She was born to overreact. Happiness worried her. Happiness tricked her. She was 17 and he was dumb like a rock, but a little less fun. He only held her down to suffocate her, fun. Happiness kept her from breathing, fun. Instead of handing her a paper bag to give her life, he hovered over her, taking up air like breaths while her head was being covered in a plastic bag, fun. He hovered over her like a particle of food that couldn't be swallowed, fun. She swallowed him whole, which doesn't say much because he wasn't whole. Dumb, not so fun rock tells her she doesn't do anything right. Tells her on her first time she should bleed. She didn't. She was broken many moons before he impregnated her. She was broken. Every room she walked into, a small portion of her craved attention from her first love. Mommy said he was on vacation, long game of waiting. She was alone, attractive, unattached, and waiting. Hated that she loved people because they were cruel, so she made a mockery of herself before they could. She had an expensive backpack with wheels, to carry her baggage. Her mother paid for gifts because a vacation to a secret destination was far-fetched. She never asked, but she soon found out he was broken. He was alone, attractive, and unattached, cold like a cell, cold like the chills during a hunger strike, cold like there is no hunger strike. I just don't like you, so you don't get to eat tonight. Cold like a cell, cold as hell. He'll remind her of the things she can't remember. Remember when she can't remember when she saw him last and he was free at last. She had her first kiss by then and her second heartbreak had already happened. And although she still holds his heart, she knows that he stole a piece of happiness from hers. Unfortunately for him, it's no longer in his possession to fix. She has patience because she has problems. Problem is she might have too many problems, but she has patience now. Thank you.
Woo! I love the real life performance of that just now. That was amazing.
Yes, I love the whole standing up. Doesn't it like feel,
It makes a world of difference. It
it
truly
wakes you
does.
up a little bit. Why? How did I end up here? Hey.
I don't know.
Yes. Well, that was Ray Ann. Did she like just hop out?
Well, I don't know if we lost her or what happened.
With her dramatic exits. No, I'm just kidding.
Ray Ann, wherever you are, Ray Ann, that was beautiful, Ray Ann, off in the digital world. Thank you for being here with us.
She's super dope. She's a poet. She's out in LA or near the LA area. She does a lot of like community stuff out there, a lot of stuff with other artists. So definitely connect with her. She's an amazing person, and she does not have social media, but you can catch her on the hashtag #TheForever7, and that's spelled 7 is spelled S, then the number 7, and then the word Evan or even.
That was absolutely amazing. You guys make sure you follow her. Make sure you follow one another. If you're not sure about somebody's @sign, stick around. We got a round 2 coming up. If you're still not sure, then message that person in one of our many chats here in the StreamYard. And if you're still not sure, then J Rose will send out an email to all the performers of all the performers thus far. And you can go down that list and follow one another. Make sure you follow one another. It's very important. We all we got. So before we get into round 2, I have to introduce the next performance. She is a poetess. She is a hostess with the mostest. She is a creative curator. She is an entrepreneur. She is a lady of many hats, all near and dear to our hearts. I think you guys might know her, but I'm not sure. But I need you guys to put your hands together for J Rose.
Hi. How are you guys? I am J Rose. If you didn't know. Yeah, let me just spit this piece real quick. I don't read this piece often, so bear with me as I try not to fumble with the words. But yeah, hear me good? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool. This piece is titled Kingdom Walls. All I want is to be loved with such an intensity that I could feel it from your stare. But at times the silence in your eyes is deafening and my yearning remains intact. All I want is a reminder that I crisscross the sidewalks of your mind, but the silence in your words leave me hanging by a thread, wishing and praying for a sign. Why is it so hard to embrace me? Have I not shown you how to love me? Someone's been throwing stones in the glass house of my emotions, wounded eyes burning from tears that won't dry, running as fast as I can to get in front so that I don't have to be mocked by your back, but I'm still left behind. My arms stay empty as I wait. It's unsettling how many times I play such a cruel game with myself. I just wait. I wait for you to see me with hungry eyes. I wait to be kissed with passion and desire. I wait to feel your heartbeat within a warm embrace. I wait to hear those 3 words that soften the calluses growing around my heart. I wait for pride to be put aside so that I can feel like this is all worth it. I just wait. But there's no bank account that I can pay the price of loving me. There needs to be, let me say that again. There's no bank account that can pay the price of loving me. There needs to be a diversified portfolio, investments in hugs and kisses, stocks of intimacy and unbreakable bonds. And don't forget to stay away from cryptic influences. Just like that, watch my love grow to the outskirts of our kingdom. Kingdom where a queen of nothing who seems more like a jester of all, and no one to pull me out of this darkness as I continue to fall. Kind gestures are small within miles in between them, and all I want is to feel loved when I most need it. So I sit in silence until my emotions spill out of the cracks of my sanity, slowly dripping out of me while my love bleeds to death, committing myself to the asylum of fools since we're the only ones that truly fall in love. See, maybe if I hide behind what's left of the walls I once had, none of this would ever matter to me. I can rebuild them stronger and taller than ever, post snipers on top in case someone tries to scale them, reinforce them with the last bit of fucks I have left to give, and maybe, just maybe, none of this would matter to me. Wow. That's a
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow. She gets me every time, man. She gets me every time. It's a beautiful thing to have a creative relationship with somebody who you're continuously in awe of.
Thank you. You guys do this to me too, so I appreciate that.
We love you. That was amazing. That was beautiful. If you haven't already, I don't know what you're doing, but if you haven't already, you make sure you follow Jay everywhere at the Rose Garden events and also at my _crumbled_thoughts. But
can I do a shameless plug?
Yes, you could do a shameless plug. What is that?
So, well, one real quick. Anybody trying to get into the StreamYard, we see you. So hang tight, watch on Facebook and YouTube. We'll get you back in here. But my shameless plug is if anybody is in the New York City area and wants to come out to an event tomorrow, I will be in Pelham Bay Park for a Juneteenth Family Day. That's Pelham Bay Park out in the BX, and it's a family day. It's a free event. Come through. We're gonna have like snacks, refreshments, activities for the kids, face painting, some performances. It's gonna be really dope. So if you can make it out there, it's from 12 to 5. And yeah, pull up.
Yes.
Sorry.
Fun for the whole fam, y'all. Fun for the whole
Yes,
fam.
it's for the whole family, and I'm collaborating with Bronx Poetry and Hans Noir Vibe. So yes, pull up, guys, pull up.
You know, those are the homies. It's always a vibe when those three get together and do the damn thing. So
Facts.
So we're gonna keep it moving and grooving then.
Let's keep it moving and grooving. We just had somebody join us tonight. So before we step into like the round 2 segment, let's bring some of the newcomers onto the stage.
Yes. I mean, it's looking like Azar King is on deck, but blessing the mic right now. Y'all put your hands together, joining us for the first time this evening. Creative Mind.
Hey, what's up, my friend?
What's going on? How everybody doing? Peace, love, and blessings to everybody.
We doing well.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't. Yeah, come up with that, but okay.
I'm sorry, we caught you off guard. I'm sorry.
Off guard, never off guard. All right, I could do.
We're training you. We're keeping you on your toes. That's good.
Facts.
Absolutely. Hypocritical thinking. Two of a different side called two-faced. It may be just evolving with time, and it's fine. We're just gonna disguise this truth within the media. Mind-blowing. Bending perception, reality fucking the truth. Disillusional side pieces with plaster ass and long lashes as long days as we sit and distraught with that they care more for 2 falling buildings rather than many black lives killed. fighting against anti-terrorism, but not looking within themselves. When America KKK stands for the mere essence of terrorism within these communities. Desensitized to systematic theories and laws, methodical census that leaves us out in the cold, and big mental figures fight under lights who land we are going to steal. And citations of lack of equality, precision sights locked in on us, blinded in the direction he pulled the trigger. They say gravitational pull pulled the bullet through the body that lies, blood splattered, marked, and publicized. Twisted theories realize that the clock never struck 12. The news and media does not coincide, causing turmoil, temperature boiling over. Justice mean just not for us because the color of our skin. ...
Mm.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes.
Fire,
Yes.
fire, fire. That was amazing. Thank you so much for blessing us with that.
Yes. I got to meet him recently. I'm not gonna tell you too many details because y'all gotta wait till later on the summer. But I got the pleasure of meeting Creative Minds, not just like on a like professional work level, but like also like we got to hit up some open mics together and on Board's Ranch. It was crazy. It was so cool. So he's a dope dude, man.
It was a whole vibe.
Jay's just truly out. Jay is truly out here in these real and these virtual streets, y'all.
I am. I'm in these poetic streets like what?
In these poetic streets like Jay Ropra. If she's Jay Ropra, then I'm Gil, okay?
I'm weak.
All right. We're gonna. Oh, why is my camera off? I'm right here. Hi guys.
I'm
We're
like,
gonna
what's
keep
she doing?
it. Thank you so much for being here. You guys make sure you follow the guy Creative Minds. His information is below. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Before we get into round dos, let's have blessing the mic one time for the one time. Put your hands together for Azar King.
What's up, Azar?
What's good? If y'all know who I am, man.
Welcome.
I am Mr. Goddamn himself, Azar King, aka Professor X Poetry, sometimes Azar 15, because my lyrics is laser beams. I didn't know I was gonna do, but the J shot the rolls and everything, so I'm gonna come with a little love myself. This is called Title. This acronym stands for Truth Yields to Love Equally. Drug me in your love, drip me in your passion. We can connect in this understanding the same way clothes do fashion, but our love would not have a fast end. It would continue to transcend like a Hennessy and Coke blend. Don't just love me, also be my best friend. Let's realize we both have some holes in love we can mend. Love me beyond unconditionally or traditionally. Love me into eternity, a realm of tranquility. Love me because you want to, not because you need. I will learn to love you just as much as the air I breathe. You'll be tatted in my heart like the ink in my sleeve or the blood I bleed. Just love me. Love me to the point you could trust my direction and I yours. Let's build pathways that create keys to our hidden doors. Because your roots, they tell a story. A queen that's a warrior deserves all the glory. Had times when people snatched leaves from your branches and still refusing to leave. But the mother civilization, the one that helps circulate and ventilate the air I breathe. Your connection through protons and electrons help me create the air I breathe. Mesmerized by your hips swing and sway like the breeze. Roots is where ancestors feed, transmitting information to future kings and queens. Your shield is my shade, the protection of me. Your roots tell a story that I'm striving to see. Your roots tell a story, and if I just close my eyes and listen, then I realize it's being told within me. So just love me. I give my word is bond, I'll be the water to your soul, the sunlight to your gold, the grandma knitted quilt to your code, the reminder of your immortality when you're questioning if you're getting old. And learning to love you, I'll learn to love me. We can plant seeds that will blossom into a rose like the one of Beauty and the Beast. And as this world turns, we'll continue to be each other's guiding like no soap opera, but definitely embedded with passion. Can you love me? I'm just asking. I'm just asking because I know our story runs deeper than the rib. Your intellect, my baby's crib. The fruit was always meant for us to eat because that's when our journey began to discover what it means to be free. So in hearing this brief history lesson, by went discovering you, I am discovering me. But I still had the question, can you love me? That's that peace.
Woo! Beautiful.
Yay.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Always coming through with that fire to bless us.
Word. Azar, you got
No doubt.
anything you want to plug? Anything you got going on that you want to promote?
Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. right here on Instagram. I'm gonna host a Juneteenth program virtually. It will be called "The Message Will Not Be Killed." I think that's important, especially with how they try to change history today. Let it be known that just because you try to make it your history, it's not your history, it's our history, and we still gonna celebrate the 19th. That's how it's being. You hear it already.
All
That's
right. So thank you so much. Make sure y'all connect. Make sure y'all follow. Azar does a lot of amazing things, a lot of IG lives and opportunities for people to have a voice. So make sure that y'all are connecting with each other. It's important.
Absolutely. You know what I always say, we all we got. So on that note, we're gonna keep it moving and grooving right back to the tippity top for all of our round 2 lovelies who are in the building.
Yes.
And if you're not in the building, if you are not in the StreamYard building and you're on Facebook and you're trying to come back, now is the time to get back up in this.
Yeah, come back in. We got a little bit of space. If you try to come in and you can't, it's okay. Just leave a comment. Let us know that you're watching so that we can call you back in for round 2. Round 2 is a lightning round. So like I like to say, we're not doing Leah V pieces here, right? For round 2 is not.
All right, I got my one in.
You got your one in. Yeah,
I'm not doing any more tonight because I qualified as 2. Okay.
But that round, for round 2, you want to think of like, something short and sweet, something you love to perform. So, because we want to be able to get out of here on time. I don't know about y'all. My voice is almost gone and I need to save a little bit of it for tomorrow.
Absolutely. So let's go and flow and grow as we know. And as we continue the second round of the show. We've got Sion the Poet on Diggity Deck, but back up to bat right now, the one and only 2020 graduate. You guys put your hands together for AC Lightning.
Hey.
Okay. I was proud to do this song at Jay's open mic this past Tuesday.
Oh yay!
So I'm gonna do that same song again, just a shorter version. But before I start, y'all can find all my music and stuff like that on all streaming platforms. AC Lightning, as it says in the name right there. All streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. I dropped the EP back in 2020. This is the first time I performed this song since I did my feature. The EP is called Rehabilitation. Name of the song is that same subtitle album. Subtitle EP Rehabilitation.
I like this song.
The story continues. Yeah. I gotta let it all out on this track, man. Yeah. I accept my failures, I take on my struggles, I walk through the trouble, it's for a bigger purpose. No picture perfection, oh yeah, I'm still broken. I'm not there yet, cause I'm still healing. I accept my failures, I take on my struggles, I walk through the trouble, it's for a bigger purpose. No picture perfection, oh yeah, I'm still broken. I'm not there yet, cause I'm still healing. Gotta keep going, God gonna get me through, just like a sculptor, mold me to a better do. Folks turn they back, They left me neglected. I shy away from girls cause I seem to get rejected. And you don't like the fact that y'all clones, I'm so different. So you try to come around and bring all that hatred when they try to slow me down. Press my dreams like a piston. And you don't like the fact that I got a lot of confidence. Hoes on my side, they don't wanna see me win. So they try to take me out before I reach the end. And that's just part of life, gotta learn the hard way. They do it all the time, they don't feel no kind of shame. All these folks do, drink their problems away. And they don't got no heart, cause they numb to the pain. I'm on the outside, asking God for sunny days. I'm looking for hope while I'm walking in the rain. I accept my failures, I take all my struggles. I walk through the trouble, it's for a bigger purpose. No picture perfection, oh yeah, I'm still broken. I'm not there yet, cause I'm still healing. I accept my failures, I take all my struggles. I walk through the trouble, it's for a bigger purpose. No picture perfection, oh yeah, I'm still broken. I'm not there yet, cause I'm still healing. I don't know how to deal with all of these emotions. I'm sad and I'm worried while I fight off this anger. My brain going haywire like this locomotion. Any person step to me is all in bad danger. I'ma run through the gauntlet, go off the just wanna get full aggressive case folks want to try it. With that same token, I just wanna give up. With these last few months, shit, they've been pretty tough. A Christian for 6 years, the trials testing my faith. I'm doing what I can to stand the God's grace. It could be hard when you're running in this race while you trying to wipe the tears coming down on your face. And yeah, I don't have all of these answers. I gotta keep on going, even when I'm hurting. I'm not gonna hide it, yeah, I'm being transparent. I keep my trust in Him, cause I'm gonna get better. I accept my failures, I take all my struggles. I walk through the trouble, it's for a bigger purpose. No picture perfection, oh yeah, I'm still broken. I'm not there yet, cause I'm still healing. I accept my failures, I take all my struggles. I walk through the trouble, it's for a bigger purpose. No picture perfection, oh yeah, I'm still broken. I'm not there yet, cause I'm still healing. Still healing. AC.
Yay!
I love that song. I love that song. I love that song. Thank you, AC.
I'm proud of you, AC. You know why?
Why?
Because you did the song over the track, like the music track. You know what I'm saying? Like the instrumental. It sounds really good like that. I'm very proud of you.
It does sound great. It sounded great.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. I have all these music out and finally better music than 2 years ago. So I'm like, yo, why not perform some of these songs? No, honestly, if you heard the music I did 2 years ago, you'd be like, yeah, this is definitely improved. But if you
we all evolve, we evolve as humans.
That's what we're supposed to do. Keep growing.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So if y'all want to hear the whole, that's the shorter version. Like for time constraint, but if you want to hear the whole song in its entirety, the name of the song is called Rehabilitation, as well as the EP Rehabilitation, available on all streaming platforms. I do have other singles out that I dropped the last few months. I got more music coming down the pipe, so maybe another project or so before the year's out. See how it works. You know.
Love you.
Thank you, AC.
Always love you.
All right. We appreciate that. Was the 2020 graduate, y'all. We got to keep it moving and grooving on this lightning round. We've got Aaron Glover on Diggity Deck, but wait, I got ahead of myself. We've got Deep Thought. Aaron Glover is on Diggity Deck, but on Diggity Deck,
he's on Double Deck.
It is yes, that's on Double Diggity Deck, but on the regular Diggity of Decks. We have Deep Thought, the lyricist, and coming to the mic right now, no decks needed. Y'all put your hands together for Sion the Poet.
Hey, welcome back, Radio Boys.
Hey, what's up?
There it
Thank you very much for having me on. All right. So this is a poem that I have not performed before because it is new for an incomplete manuscript. So here we go. The name of the poem is called Echoes. Until you heard your words echo back, You'll never know the nature of your knowledge. The things you know about what you lack, possessed by times you can no longer salvage. These are echoes, things you hear when you tell yourself when talking to others to give your once lived advice as you make another one of life's crossings, easy as you give yourself wisdom twice. These are echoes, spoken words that will bounce back off walls. Like rubber, pointless words become pointed. Over time, it takes when words come to call, bellowed back to the whispered that started. These are echoes. Over time, it takes when words come to call, as you make another one of life's crossings, the things you now know about what you lack, spoken words that will bounce off the walls. Things you hear, you tell yourself when talking, until you heard your words echo back. These are echoes. Until they're no longer echoed, these are echoes. Poem.
Hey. Amazing, amazing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Make sure you guys are following Sion the Poet at Sion the Poet on the gram and his podcast, Poetry Talks, The Poetry Talks. So make sure y'all tune in. Thank you. Let's keep it moving through this lightning round so we can get everybody a chance to bless the mic.
Yes, smooth. Smooth is a great term for it, as the great Sigma himself commented. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving on this intimate, well, not so intimate, but you know, we always intimate over here.
It turned out to like, yeah, y'all filled up the
I don't know, it happens every time, Jay, and we always like, anyway, but we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. We've got Aaron Glover on Diggity Deck, but blessing the mic right now. Y'all put your hands together for Deep Thought, the lyricist.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? I am at work, so I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna get moving. So I don't.
I love when we have these. Yes,
I love the. I love that I'm at work. Yeah.
My scrubs. I work in a hospital. Anywho, we won't go past that.
Love it.
So this poem is called Ambrosia Eyes. Abstract emotions. Shattered into a million sounds, I dwell in your background. Cupcake kisses and droplets of passion, but I've died 1,000 years in your ambrosia eyes. Out of body, I am numb to my life, but your eyes guide me up the stairway to heaven, only to pitfall possess me in souls of hell. Hell raining down as I hail the simple sound of the thoughts of the mentioning of the switch in your walk. Oh, I sink so far down into you mentally. We feed on each other's flaws and hunger for more. My thirst no longer quenched for your love, but my vulnerabilities forsake me, so I'm interlaced in roses on your gravestone. Because to me, you are my beautiful in death. But depth uncovers the surfaces of the glow that you yield, and I sunbathe in the aura from your golden eyes. The girl with golden eyes. And I've seen her before in someone else, yet I still can't come close or touch her. And though I will always love her unconditionally, I'll also be her worst decision ever made. Till death do us to pieces, but sometimes a puzzle looks better in the box so you can stare at the cover and wonder what could be. Because what could be stands on the tip of the tongue and potential, cathartic sorcery planted deep into your womb. Deep thoughts are in your tomb, worshiping your temple. We speak words, opposite of affirmations, but to whom? I call you names, you throw things, we swaying each other's emotions like hood slang, and then there's the makeup sex. Like we ain't feeling shit else, so we make up sex to be more than just foundation and blush, flushed with the way we face cards in an attempt to show our hands, because green thumbs and red-handed don't equal Christmas, just Grinchless, and my interests have since changed. Now I'm here, basking in thunderstorms, hoping that lightning strikes me because it might be the motivation I need to pull her back into the clouds. Looking for number 9, but we are constantly stuck on one. Stuck on one. Stuck on the odds because we're one-upping, so it's hard to stay even, but I'm trapped in her Greek mythology, Athena, fiending for a chance to get in between her good graces again. Chimera is 3 ways from the broken mirrors, abstracted memories, subtracted from the veins and arteries, tendencies, imagery, heard like Greek sirens, voice violence, but it's all a part of the grand scheme, crawling up Mount Olympus, making everything better. She was way wetter than Aphrodite, and she might be the one 10 shades of the sun. Same feathers as when she used to fly high, but like Icarus, her wings melted because because things became too hot for her to get close to. I saw her silhouette and eyes glowing in the night sky from the moon, gloom, and how could this happen so soon? Feeling like I just met you, how could I have beset you? I was entranced by your ambrosia, but you never stood a chance, so all she could do was sit and watch until she laid down, never to rise again, because when the soul dies, the heart's not far behind, and the body is too, because I'm sacrificing her life at the tip of my pride, consuming her in my blood vessels and capillaries until her flow runs completely dry. Thoughts?
Oh my God, deep thoughts.
Good God, bro.
You said capillaries.
Hit me up on the gram,
That
man.
was great. That was great. Make sure y'all follow Deep Thought.
It was like there was gems on gems on gems in there.
Wow.
Yo, the wordplay in there was crazy.
We appreciate you, Scrubs and all. You keep coming with that fire, and we'll take it. Okay.
Listen, this is quite the interesting group we have here tonight. We got the radio voice. We got a bunny. We got a guy in scrubs. Like it's a unique night. I like it.
Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for blessing us, Sir Deep Thought,
Sure.
the lyricist. I almost said his government.
Jessica, are you watching online? If you're watching, come into the studio. We have you on deck, Jessica, if you want to join back for the second round. If Jessica is not back, then King Suave, you are on deck. So be ready, just in case Jessica's not. But coming to bless the mic right now, we got our next performer, Aaron Glover. Give it up.
Yeah.
What up with the 2 eyes? With the 2 A's. With the 2 eyes and the A's.
Jay, what?
You'll see what I'm talking about.
You'll get it. Okay, so the poem I'm gonna do, I wrote 9 years ago to the day today. It's
Wow,
called Reaching Out
anniversary
for My
poem.
Motivations to my friends. And I wrote that because I was thinking about 4 years prior to that, which was my first surgery. So here goes. My heart's been forlorn. My body's been too worn and I don't know what to do. So I guess I'll reach out to my friends, each and every one of you. I guess I would like to say I wish you the best and I hope you have nowhere near the suffering. I can only hope to be as good a friend to some of you as you've been to me. Lifting me up when I just want to lie, making me smile when I just want to cry, making it all worthwhile when I just want to die. I feel hope inside and I feel hope in sight for a brighter future than the present I see when you are in the presence of me. I wish I could feel the glee I seem to have when you're around, because when you are, you make me feel so glad. You calm my rage from time to time and help me turn the page, making it seem sublime to just say, I am in the presence of friends and you don't matter anymore. The end. I wonder if I could actually be something greater or something different. My answer would be no, except for letting all of you down, because that caused the greatest frown to befall my face. It causes me to never fall to my fate, seemingly stuck with horrible luck, never seeming to fail in escalation of such, causing me more misery than perceived normalcy already brings. I guess I started to write songs because of some of you, and I say thanks for allowing me to look back at songs that made me so glad and that made me so sad, because I was sad when I wrote them, just thinking about the moments and times that caused my eyes to shine and burn with grief. For a time, I could barely speak after I got sick with strep throat, after I lost my voice from stress and singing, and after I almost died. And it was friends that kept me fighting and kept me going strong. It was all of my friends who were on my mind when I dislocated my shoulder and helped me block out the pain for over 8 hours. It was my friends who motivated me without saying a word to recover at a rate that's absurd in less than half the time. I wonder how I would feel if I were to lose even one of you. I've lost enough friends anyway, and I don't want to lose anymore. It would make me so sore and tear pieces of my heart totally apart, never to return. I wish I could learn how to be a better friend. Maybe it is I have too many scars to show emotion like I used to give bear hugs like I used to before I tore my shoulder up. Maybe it's you've forgotten about me and have already moved on with me being the last to know, being left to stand in the cold, waiting for the storm that usually follows a painful gust of life, with every painful surprise killing pride and killing me slowly inside with death in sight and no insight as to why it had to be this way. I wish I could feel like I used to, almost carefree, almost too happy for the rest of humanity. I guess it all started back in '96. The first year life started to make me sick. It's past and present. It was also the year I lost my very best friend that I ever had. I don't think since that time I've ever been truly glad, because he's always been in the back of my mind. He was my friend when no one else was, and I was his friend closer like no one else was, tighter than brothers, because we never fought and always had fun in every sport. Through every ride we ever had together, we were simply glad because we were together. Simply put, I've never been able to replace that bond. Three came close, one of which I was forced to move away from without being able to say goodbye, cry all throughout that July, all by myself, because I didn't want to ask anyone why. One I was forced apart from because she moved away with a last to remember her by, and me thinking never to cry until many years later. And one who, for reasons I still don't understand, doesn't consider me his friend, not leaving me any way to mend. This is why I try so hard to actually keep relationships from growing weak. I can't speak to everyone every day, partly because I don't have time, and partly because I have no idea of what to say very often. So I reach out through my poems, and if you choose not to listen, really isn't much else I can do. That's it. Thank you.
No problem. I'm losing my voice.
That was great. That was great. Thank you for always coming through, blessing the mic. Aaron Glover, everybody, make sure you follow our guy AAG with the eyes. We got to keep it moving and grooving. We might have lost Jessica to her husband and her dog. I don't know, but we got to keep it flowing and growing. All right. So it's looking like we've got the great Sigma on deck, but blessing the mic right now. You guys put your hands together for King Suave.
Hey, what's up, King?
Poppin', what's poppin', fam? How y'all doing?
Good. Welcome.
How y'all doing? I'm gonna actually switch it up and do some music for y'all this time.
Yay!
Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. This song is called Outer Space. And I said, for a moment in time, I prayed for someone like this. And who knew that a subtle fog in time would lead to something like this? Your distant smile stood in my view and gave me this feeling that I knew was true. Who is this love? I wanted and asked. A soft, tender whisper touched me in that last. I found a true love has been crafted for me, but still no match is ever perfect. It still burns like a flame. So amazing is she to vividly see through shadows and rain the depths that comes with me. So time will see what we can be, and all I can say is amazing is she, true energy. Look what you did, shawty, you got that energy, yeah, hey. And I'm proud of your energy, baby. No, no, in my galaxy, girl, you bring the heat. Girl, you give me energy. Girl, you give me energy, yes, hey. And you belong to me. Girl, you bring me energy. Girl, you got that energy. Pardon my language, I don't know if I should say this, but from my point of view, this right here is new. So let me move my cadence through. Then write some chapters too. You're gifted, and I'm loving those reactions too. So let's hashtag move. I mean hashtag groove. I mean, damn, I'm cool. Wait, damn, I'm smooth. Wait, that lens on true. And you've been so pure, and I've been so sure because your body's so amused. You got me so amused. You're out of this space. I mean, she really out the room. I'll calculate them tunes. Let me captivate them tunes. First, only last. I'll intersect that like a loop. Cause in my galaxy, hey, girl, you bring the heat. Girl, you give me energy. Girl, you give me energy. Yes, hey, and you belong to me. Hey, girl, you bring me energy. Girl, you got that energy. Hey, girl, you give me energy. You're looking so damn beautiful. And damn, I want your angus. But shit, we running sexy, so miss. I don't play, miss girl. You put them words up in my mouth to help me write and say this. Because you out of space, I want you in this space. I guess the stars and moons, they gon' really have to chase. Wait, I'm all in Milky Ways, baby. Trust me, I'ma stay. The sun will have to chase, so let's focus on this place. But as the stars align, we intertwine, and our souls connected. I'm sitting tightly, patiently waiting. I'm only focused on your mind. I'm not here to waste your time because in my galaxy, hey, you bring me in the peace, baby. No, no, in my galaxy, hey. And I'm proud of your energy, baby. No, no way. I'm loving all your energy, girl. It brings me in peace. I'm loving all your energy, girl. Hey, in my galaxy, all in my galaxy. In my galaxy, all in my galaxy. Yes, hey. You're my baby. I said you really are my energy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
That was so good. Can we hear that somewhere? Like, can I play that back somewhere? Is there somewhere I can stream this material?
Yo, that was a whole vibe right there.
I actually don't have that one recorded yet.
Oh, we got the super exclusive.
Yeah, that's written.
Oh man, definitely that needs to be in the studio ASAP. Like
that was amazing.
Yes, there's so many parts of that song that I was like, I could put this in my stories, my IG stories.
I just like it was like soothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great. It was great. It was great.
Amazing. Make sure y'all follow King Suave, please.
Hey, I just appreciate y'all for the platform. Appreciate everybody and their talents. I just heard my bro go. Bro just went in, you know, vibing.
Amazing. Love it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for being here. We got a couple more acts on the menu this evening. It has been a surreal, one might say majestic evening of talent. We've had a lot of poetry. We've had some music, some old faces, some new. And it's just always a blessing to spend these nights with you guys. I appreciate you all. Jay and I both appreciate you all. Keep coming back. We've been doing this way over a year now. And we're just happy to be here with you. So we're going to keep it moving and grooving. A couple more people to the stage. We've got on double diggity deck, we're going to bring up our featured performer. And then on singular deck, we have Creative Minds. But coming to the mic right now, coming to the stage, it all depends on what he's doing. Y'all put your hands together for the great Sigma.
Yay! what's up?
Hello.
Hey guys,
welcome.
sorry I was coming from a work event, so I'm backlit and I don't have my lapel mic, so I'm sorry if I sound like I'm coming out of a tin can.
Nice. You sound fine.
You sound fine.
Cool. Man, I am having trouble deciding what to read. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this piece again because I think Leo wanted to hear it again.
Yes, I do.
All right.
I know exactly. You don't even have to say anything else. I know exactly what it is. Okay, yeah.
God looked down upon us in disgust, disdain for our violence, gnashing teeth, blood on our hands. He smote us with fire. He buried us in rock. He cast us to the four corners of the earth to make way for a new dawn. For years, you trod on our earth in ignorance of our bones. But now, now you have brought us back. You've conjured us a demon, and we will be your undoing. Every shell you cast away to be recycled, each empty skeleton you discard as trash, every abandoned relic you relinquish and replace with another molded monstrosity brings you closer to your end. We will choke out every sea creature, scorch every plant, siphon away the air and watch you suffocate, strip away the ozone and watch you burn. You dug up our bones and put us on display. How could you expect our ghosts not to haunt you? You stripped out our essence to power your machines, but now our spirit is in the air with its hands around your neck. So soft, so weak. Did you forget how many of us were carnivores? You bury us and burn us, melt us and crush us, but still we are here. You conjured us a demon you cannot exorcise, a blight in fumes, a ghost in plastic, a wraith in fuel. We are Leviathan, dragon, basilisk. You tore us from myth and brought us to life. You carved up the earth to bring us back, and now we will be your undoing. We leave you this requiem written by plastic, an epitaph for man, a species whose extinction shall be our resurrection. What primordial soup springs forth from the wells of a scorched earth when you are finally gone will instill life into our fossils. We will be born again by the fire brought down from Olympus. When man's propensity for destruction has burned itself out, we will rise again. Us terrible lizards will tread on your bones and roar in the face of the god you abandoned. Our fossils will gladly fuel your end. Thank you.
I just love that piece for many, many reasons that we do not have time to discuss.
Yo, you are just a fantastic writer, man.
And it's just so powerful.
Amazing.
So powerful.
Yo, y'all are so dope. Like, I be so tired before I start this event, and you guys just give me life. I be like, you remind me like why I push myself, you know, sometimes beyond my own limits to do these things. You know, it does take a lot of time and energy out of both of us, you know, and this for me, it's my 4th event of the week. So, and I have one. Yeah,
that deserves a round of applause of its own.
Yeah, Jay, where's your round of applause?
Oh God. Wait, there it is.
Where is it? There we go.
Yeah. It's I don't normally live life like this. But you know, it's just this is outside open and things just kind of like
And it's been hard. It's been hard trying to get back in the swing of things. Honestly, my therapist keeps talking to me about the importance of saying no to things, of understanding your limit.
I know.
It's just like, just because you can.
I know.
We be thinking we're super people, though. Like, truly, sometimes,
Yeah, man.
But anyway.
But you guys, as tired as I may be or whatever, I come into these spaces and you guys just bring me new life. It's like a breath of fresh air for the day. So thank you. You guys have been amazing tonight. And thank you for those of you that are watching. We appreciate you guys.
Agreed on all fronts. We are nearing the end here. Thank you so much, Balin. You guys make sure you follow him everywhere at the Great Sigma, CIGMA. That is the Great Sigma, CIGMA. We have our featured performer closing out the night on Diggity Death, but blessing the mic right now, returning to the stage for a second time. You guys put your hands together for Creative Mind.
Yay.
Thank you. Y'all are all amazing. I get right to it. Relationships feel like loose change in pockets after wash. I'm always losing it, or like socks that I can never find a match. Attraction is the darndest thing when you're not seeking, and that someone falls in line to your season. Attracted by your harmony, attached to your energy, giving you false hope to the last ending. So with the bare foot, they get the boot, realizing everything happens for a reason. Taking that time to learn the lesson and the tragedy to this thing we call relation, shit that constantly sinks our battleships. So we seek change in different situations that brings awareness. And in the midst of it all, bear witness to this tragic outcome is a slippery slope. And that's that catch 22.
I like that.
That was great.
That was great. I love the wordplay in that. I love the wordplay in that. Thank you so much for blessing us with that that piece. That was amazing. Wow.
Yes, Creative Minds. Make sure you follow him. Creed 8 with the letter 8 with the number 8.
The letter 8, the number 8. Jay's tired.
The number is the letter.
She's just so like taken aback by all the talent sometimes. She just, No, but that was absolutely amazing. We appreciate you. Thank you. Make sure you follow Creative Minds. Make sure once again that you follow one another. It's very, very important that we keep our digital community strong, because if the last couple of years taught us anything, it is that that is vital to us as artists. So make sure you follow one another. Let's all stay connected on the socials. If you want somebody's contact info, somebody's social information that you didn't have a chance to get, just hit us up, and we'll help you get to it and through it. Like we knew it. So Oliver, our featured performer who took us on an emotional roller coaster not too long ago. It feels like many moons, but it was within the same show. But that's what happens, though. We see all this poetry, and it's like you go to all these different places,
Yeah, I'm definitely traveling tonight.
Yeah, exactly. But without further ado, closing us up for the night, you guys got to put your real and your virtual and your robotic hands and knees together for Oliver W. Culver.
Thank y'all. All right, I'll get right into it. I know a man. hands folded, praying, facing the Holy Land. He had to turn his no I can'ts into I know I can's. Demons tried to wrestle him into submission, but instead of tapping out, he started tapping into all the spiritual wisdom that's within him. Prayer is how he spoke to God. Meditation is how he listened. He heard us say, what's the point of having content when the context is missing? Circumcision takes place in the heart. Feel the rhythm, the pulse of West African drums still beat on stolen land. Holding hands, hoping not to give up hope, he proposed a plan to unlearn how God was taught to him in the images of stained glass windows. His pops passed when he was young, so he was raised by a black widow. And despite her circumstances, she learned to take her handicaps and turn them into an advantage. Single black female who couldn't afford retail. Now her son retells stories with the style too real to put on Giselle. He fell. But thank God that's not where the story ended. Glory give it to the Most High. Walk in your light and keep a low profile. Thank you.
Wow. Walk in your light and keep a low profile. That just blew my mind. Wow. That was amazing.
Thank
That
you.
was amazing.
Do I got time for another one, or is that?
Yeah, you want to do another piece to wrap up? We got 3 more minutes before it's 11.
This is another piece that I wrote that I haven't shared. So I'm trying to get all these.
Oh, we got that super new.
Everybody's giving us the exclusives. I love it.
I know. I'm with it.
So here this one go. Have you ever went through a moment where you had to pause and reflect on your skill set? Like, God blessed you with a gift, but you wasn't sure how to build it. You wasn't trying to waste it. You wasn't sure if people would feel it. It's crazy. I still get butterflies right before I perform in a room. Listen, no, it's crazy how I still get butterflies right before I perform in a room. But now I know that you only get butterflies when you're about to leave your cocoon. Listen, you got to do what you got to do with that feeling that's on your soul. If God put a calling on your heart, you can't leave that calling on hold. It's people that want to see your black body in a hole. And when you die before your time, I say that's like burying gold. But I want to see you shine, beloved. Bestow upon the earth that vision that's in your eyes, beloved. Give us the gift give us the gift that's on your heart. They say the easiest way to fail is to never start. So look inside and speak and say, let there be light. Ignite the spark in your soul and let it burn until the angels come and usher you home. I don't know who needed to hear this, but God put something on your spirit and there's no need for you to fear it.
Ooh.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Thank y'all so much, man.
Thank you so much for showing out and for giving us all that amazing material. Thank you to all of our other performers that came through tonight. You guys, as you know, we say all the time, it's like therapy. So it really levels me out after a long couple of weeks. So just happy to have the Virtual Voices family, happy to keep meeting new artists and hearing new things. It's just a pleasure all around. It's just a pleasure all around. One might even say it's majestic.
It is majestic. But she's right. Thank you. Those of you that came through, because I slid into your DMs, I appreciate you guys taking, action and that call to action. Like, I appreciate that. Those of you that register ahead of time, we love you for getting ahead of the game, getting ahead of the ball with that. And thank you for those that donate to the platform. It helps us not only provide this virtual platform, but it also helps us provide paid opportunities for other artists. So we appreciate you guys. We could not do any of that without you. So thank you. Keep growing. Make sure you guys follow us. And, I'm just going to throw it out there, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's an amazing show that's coming out soon this summer. It's the 4th season of my talk show, The J Rose Experience.
Ooh, I'm so excited for them.
Yes, you guys have no idea. I interviewed 20 creative people, mostly poets in the Tampa area. And, that's also why my voice isn't so great. I didn't fully recover from doing that. So yeah, but it was like, there's so many amazing stories from that trip that, you guys are going to have to stick around for some of like the candids and the behind the scenes stuff. But yeah. Follow, subscribe to the YouTube.
For
It's
sure.
the Rose Garden Events. Follow us on Gram, all that good shit, And that's it. Everybody have a great, safe night. And thank you. Thank you so much. Love you guys.
We love y'all. Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.
Have a good night. Have a good weekend.